who had a strong game against the Saints. Dale Von Campbell had a big 49-yard reception, a great pitch and catch on that play. Has it helped you and him to both be college teammates now, transitioning to the pros again as teammates?
Yeah, I definitely say that just because, I know him as a person outside of football as well. So, that's somebody, I talk to not just about football, but about life. So I definitely say, he was one of the guys back in college that I talked to that, when he came in, and even Cal Kennard as well, one of the guys that, Gamecocks as well, that I talked to. So I definitely like to see to see what he do, this year. He been doing great.
Raheem, thank you so much for the time and keep up the great work.
Yeah, thank you.
Chargers rookie running back Raheem "Rocket" Sanders, our guest. Coming up next, we'll go back down on the field at SoFi Stadium to find out the very latest there from Shannon Farron as we get ready for the Chargers and the Rams from SoFi Stadium. This is Chargers Countdown to Kickoff, presented by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era. And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
Get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make two presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
Picture this, a seamlessly managed print environment that saves you time, money, and headaches. With Toshiba's Encompass Managed Print Services, our team of experts will optimize your print productivity so you can focus on what matters. So, whether it's boosting your bottom line, saving precious IT resources, or better management of your printers, Toshiba's Encompass Managed Print Services has your back. Visit our website at business.toshiba.com to learn more. Toshiba, we're the managed print experts.
Hey, Bolt fam, level up your next Chargers game with Vivid Seats. They've got the seats you want and the deals you deserve. Plus, they're the only ticket company that rewards you for buying. As a proud partner of the LA Chargers, they offer premium experience packages that include your own private perch suite, all-inclusive food and beverages, premium parking, plus a chance to meet your favorite Chargers legends. Catch all the games, all backed by a 100% buyer guarantee. Just download the app to order and earn rewards. Vivid Seats. Experience it live.
Welcome to the NFL.
I said I'm a dog. Show me I'm a dog, right?
You're listening to LA Chargers Countdown to Kickoff on the LA Chargers Audio Network.
And we have got 44 minutes remaining on said Chargers Countdown to Kickoff, presented by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. The Chargers 2-0 on the preseason, the designated visiting team today against the Rams at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And that is where Shannon Farron is standing by down on the field. Shannon.
Hey, Isaac, how about we take a moment for the run game? I know you talked to the Rocket. What a great kid. Najee Harris, we had some movement this week on the Najee Harris front. Of course, former Pittsburgh first-round pick, perennial 1,000-yard rusher. They do plan on him splitting carries when he is back after that 4th of July fireworks eye injury. Splitting carries with Omarion Hampton, who, by the way, is no slouch. 2 consecutive ACC rushing titles there at North Carolina. Anyway, they're still calling it a superficial eye injury, but he was off to the side doing some individual drills on Wednesday. Greg Roman talked about the plan at running back this week. He says there's going to be a rotation no matter what happens. Day one, the day of one running back, he said, taking every rep has gone the way of prehistoric creatures. I love a dinosaur reference. But if you want one, if you want a philosophy on the run game, you go no further than Greg Roman. And he says right now it is a wide open race when it comes down to Raheem Sanders. He had a great game, like you mentioned, with the Saints, 42 yards, touchdown, finding pay dirt there. Hassan Haskins also in the mix. Kamani Vidal, Naheem Miller-Hines. Now, I mentioned Harris for the first time running during that open portion of practice, doing the individual drills to the side. Week one is up in the air. We just don't know if he's going to be ready to go. To that end, Omarion Hampton has made a big impression on Jim Harbaugh. Now, remember, Jim Harbaugh No slouch in the running of the game department. Played with Marshall Faulk in Indiana, coached Frank Gore in San Francisco. He likes Hampton's ability to create running lanes. The words out of his mouth this week about Omarion is that he's the only running back I've been around that can find a hole in that mush. Yet to see him run into the back of the pads of an O-lineman, Harbaugh said. So, we'll see what happens, what kind of fleshes itself out as we get closer to Brazil and Kansas City in week 1. But in terms of Najee Harris, this is a guy who does not get sidelined. He does not like to not be in commission. He is available. He's reliable. He prides himself on that. He's never missed a game. In fact, the most touches of anyone since being drafted in 2021, Isaac.
Indeed, and all told, the Chargers so far in the preseason, 148 rushing yards last week collectively against the Saints and 121 in the Hall of Fame game against the Detroit Lions. Want the best seats at the lowest prices? Access to exclusive members-only events, merchandise discounts, and more? Visit Chargers.com/tickets and become a Chargers season ticket member today. Well, Shannon mentioned Chargers offensive coordinator Greg Roman, the architect of their rushing attack. And coming up next, he will visit with Matt Money Smith and Daniel Jeremiah as Chargers countdown to kickoff, presented by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, continues on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era.
And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
Or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
Want to go to college this fall? Don't let money hold you back. To be eligible for a Cal Grant and to get the most financial aid available, fill out your FAFSA or CATA by September 2nd. If you already submitted your FAFSA but only listed 4-year colleges, that's okay. Just update your application to include the community college of your choice. Keep your college dreams alive and enroll now at icangotocollege.com.
I'm so excited driving around my brand new car. What's going on, you guys? It is Stryker, the 2025 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid, which I absolutely love. When you're cruising around in a Hyundai hybrid vehicle, this means you're getting great fuel efficiency without the lifestyle change. You don't have to stop to charge ever, and of course, less frequent trips to the gas station. It's the 2025 Tucson Hybrid, top-notch safety features, advanced tech, eye-catching design. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 35 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of our over 280 locations right here in Southern California. Once again, that's uclahealth.org.
This is the flagship of the LA Chargers audio network. KFI KOST HD2 Los Angeles, an iHeart radio station.
Getting ready to kick off against the Rams coming up just after the top of the hour. It's time for our pregame conversation with offensive coordinator Greg Roman. And Coach, we certainly appreciate it. Just going to kind of jump in from where we left off last week. And, man, it looks like you got yourself a heck of a running back room. I can only imagine, what that competition is like, practice in, practice out, and just maybe what you saw out there against the Saints last week and kind of what you're looking forward to here today.
I really thought all of them played well against the Saints. Every one of them. I think Hassan Haskins continues to improve. Kamani's doing a really good job. And, Rocket's first action I thought was very good. He had the benefit of finishing the game when the defense was worn down a little bit, but that's not his problem. That's not his fault. He did a great job with it. And then Naheem continues to impress with his playmaking ability.
Coach, you look at just the size of those guys, how much of an advantage is you talk about kind of tenderizing the defense a little bit, but to be able to hammer guys, and then it seems like you got another hammer right behind them, and then you get a little change of pace in there as well.
Exactly. I mean, the old basketball team, right? At running back. I mean, I think having those different skill sets is a real advantage. You see Naheem, though, he can run up inside the tackles as well. And then, the bigger they are, the harder they hit. Just remember that when they try to tell you, the harder they fall, the harder they hit. So yeah, that's part of hammering the defense over 4 quarters,
Just so he doesn't accuse me of stealing it when we finish the conversation here, Coach, I will tip my cap to DJ. He brought it up during the game. And then you go back and watch, man, how impressive your tight ends and Scott Matlock are blocking for these guys. I don't know if that's a preview of what's to come, but I just kind of think back to your initial presser last year when you said, can you imagine Justin Herbert with a running game? Just how important, that particular phase of the running game is, and what you have in Tucker Fisk, who had a heck of a game, and Scott Matlock and Will Dissly, and how they kind of all play into this with the O-line and with that running back.
Yeah, I mean, if you got some tight ends that can block, it expands what you're able to do and feel good about doing. If you don't, now it's going to really narrow down to what you can actually try to do. So those guys have done a really nice job. Last week, I thought those guys really took a big step forward, playing real high-quality ball that we're looking for from them. The young tight ends, I thought, afforded themselves well, too. But, yeah, I mean, the tight end position here, we got different skill sets, similar to what we were talking about with running backs, which I love. But, yeah, those guys are doing a really good job. And really, in last week's game, they really were the shining stars.
Just personally, Coach, anytime you go 13 personnel with 3 tight ends, you line them all up next to each other. That's my favorite. So the more of that, I'll take as much of that as you want to give us. It's so fun to watch. I got to ask you a question that I get asked by all my friends and family who are, lifelong Charger fans, because we've seen now in the preseason, we've seen these other quarterbacks, and Trey's done a nice job over a couple weeks. We saw a little bit of Heineke. DJ, you made a nice throw in that ball game, but everybody in my family, hey, how's Justin doing? How's Justin look? I said, well, money's out there at practice a lot more than I am, so I'm going to go straight to the source. I'll talk to Coach Roman and give me an update of how this has continued to grow and evolve with Justin.
Yeah, great question. I really haven't had to answer many Justin Herbert questions this summer. There's so much other shrapnel flying around. Justin's doing wonderful. He's just trying to get better every day at everything he does. Matt might be able to agree or disagree, but when his guys are out there and they're all together, they're really taking a big step as far in the chemistry department. Our system is definitely evolving from where it started last year. Last September was basically our training camp. With Justin being out there, we've had the season and the off season and a really productive training camp for him and everybody else around him to acclimate to one another and get more comfortable with one another and develop chemistry and have those discussions. Well, I thought, I should have broke out on this one, or I should have tight turned it, that kind of thing. It's so important. It's really so important.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday it wasn't a fair fight. It was absolute domination when you got Keenan and Ladd and Justin doing what they're doing out there. Just how does that work, Coach, when you have Keenan, Justin have this rapport, this relationship, this chemistry, but, it wasn't under you last year. So how easy has it been, or what has it been like to just kind of drop 13 in there and watch him go to work? Because, man, it's been fun to watch these last few days.
Yeah, I mean, it's a work in progress. I'm working at it. All the coaches are working at it. We're all working together. We're communicating with all parties involved. And, we never take anything for granted. This league is so competitive that we're always trying to evolve and move forward and get better. But, these guys are so adaptable that we can really move guys around, do different things with different people. Really, it's just, a kid in a candy store, really. When you have those kind of options and availability. And Q's looking really good too out there. So, but we take nothing for granted. We lay in the weeds and sharpen our swords silently and keep working.
Back on the LA Chargers Football Network, kickoff against the Rams coming up at the top of the hour as we continue our conversation with offensive coordinator Greg Roman.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era.
And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports,
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
I auditioned for Old Broadway once, only I was off-key, off-beat, and off-stage.
Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
It's gonna be hot thunder from down under. Live August 15th.
Number 2.
The Marketplace. Because poke, pizza, and pork ribs are a party on your plate.
And the number 1 reason.
Football is back. Grab a beer. Give your team a cheer. Need I say more? Watch everywhere you eat, stay, and play.
Morongo. Good times.
Scoring your favorite LA Chargers gear has never been easier with 2 locations to choose from. The equipment room at SoFi Stadium and the Chargers team store located right there at 2144 East El Segundo Boulevard in the Chargers Commons Shopping Center. Open Thursday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Chargers team store is stocked with the latest limited edition merch drops, jerseys, headwear, sideline gear, and much more. To learn more, visit chargers.com/shop. Again, that's chargers.com/shop.
Hey Chargers fans, a winning football team runs like a well-oiled machine. Every player doing their job, every part working together in peak condition. Your vehicle's no different. Hi, this is Tim Cates for Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where your car or truck gets the championship treatment with a 15-minute drive-through oil change. No appointment needed. Locations all over Southern California. Find yours at SoCalOilChange.com. Want your ride to perform like a winning team? Touchdown Chargers! Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Intercepted! This is LA Chargers Countdown to Kickoff.
The Chargers have it
on the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Going to continue our conversation with offensive coordinator Greg Roman in just a moment. We'll step aside for a minute as we get ready for kickoff against the Rams on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Coach, you talk about sharpening your sword. I think about iron sharpens iron. This defensive front has gotten so much bigger and physical compared to what you practiced against in last year's training camp. How has that helped the interior of the offensive line and your group get a chance to battle against some real grown men on a daily basis?
It's a different picture for sure. I mean, that stands out immediately. And they're doing a really good job, and they're challenged. Not only are they big, but they play with really great technique. They're really well coached. And that defense flies around, you know. The D-line is, I think, much bigger and stronger, to your point. Therefore, that should help us prepare for the season that much more. And my experience tells me that that's a true statement. When you get a chance to practice against a defense like that, it really makes a difference. It always has everywhere I've been.
A lot of questions that we get, Coach, just because, you know, people have access to more statistical information than ever before. And they look at the splits and the percentages and they see what Ladd and Keenan each played in the slot, how they were productive in the slot. Just sort of your vision of how this room with Q, with Keenan, with Ladd, how that all comes together and where you envision these guys playing when they break huddle and where they go line up.
Well, the last thing I want anybody to know or even have an idea of is where they're going to be lined up or what it's going to look like. So we will definitely keep that to ourselves. But the bottom line is you've got really good players. And what does that do? It creates options for you. So what does that mean? That means you'll probably see different stuff going on out there. Guys in different spots, that kind of thing, moving around. So, and not to say we won't just line up static and go. That'll be part of it. But, you know, definitely part of the equation is the fact that these guys are really, you know, Q's is such an ascending player. Ladd, I mean, look at the season. Look at the chemistry he and Justin had last year, you know. Keenan, look at the chemistry they've had. Our tight end room. So, you know, again, it's going to allow us to evolve as the season goes on. And I think that's a very realistic statement. And one that I'm so excited about because how you progress through the season is really the story. You know, we'll start out the season a certain way and it'll evolve and change as we go. So we've got pieces to do it with.
Coach, I think of the staffs you've been on, including this one. It's a team that's better as the practice goes along. It's better as the game goes along. It's better as the season goes along. So I'm excited to see it. Last one from me. I didn't know if you'd had a chance or thought about this or if it's worthwhile, but I was thinking about Joe Alt going over to the left side, and I was thinking back to a million years ago when we were together with the Baltimore Ravens with Jonathan Ogden. Have an experience with a taller tackle like that, who's obviously in the Hall of Fame, is one of the best of all time.
Maybe the best ever.
Exactly. Is there any thought, or maybe even pulling some old J.O. stuff and showing Joe just somebody who has that type of frame and how they played so at such a high level?
Oh, without question. There's one thing in particular I really emphasized. Mike Devlin and I really emphasized with him that J.O., I learned from J.O. And he's taken to it really quickly. And, it's really going to help him. I'm not really going to talk about what it is, but
different stuff.
Well, it's hard. It's hard for guys that are that tall to get the money to explain here. Guys to play with leverage when he's an unbelievable. J.O. is obviously an unbelievable athlete. He's an enormous human being, but it's still a challenge when you're that tall playing with leverage. And J.O. mastered that. He mastered that. So I was just thinking about that. What a resource for you to have to work with a guy like Joe.
No question, and I'm thankful that I was able to work with Jonathan Ogden because it gives me a hands-on perspective of some advice I can give Joe. Joe, I think, has a chance to be that generational type of player like Jonathan was, and they're very similar in a lot of ways. But from a fundamental standpoint, when I was with J.O. later in his career, he was a savant when it came to technique and leverage and hand placement and whatnot. And Joe is working his way towards that, But I might have to pull out some old cut-ups of J.O. I think I showed some earlier in the spring. But now you might have inspired me to maybe dig a little deeper.
Let's go, baby. There we go.
Just one last one as you get it out, Coach, because I love what you said in the presser, and I think it's so important for people to remember because, again, just kind of out here and engaging with the fans and sort of what their critiques or questions or their curiosities might be coming out of a game. You talked about, I'm not scheming something up. We're not going to have rub routes. Just kind of, if you can go into that, what you're looking at, what you're evaluating with these particular players in these particular games and why you set it up that way. I thought it was a great answer and super insightful for a lot of people to kind of hear and understand what you guys are going for.
Okay. I mean, that's a great discussion. And I think it's really important when these young players are playing in the preseason that to get a true sense of where they are and a true sense of them and them being able to develop in these preseason games, you're basically going to run pretty basic stuff where we're going to find out who can block somebody, who can find the hole as a running back, who can get open, who can catch the ball, who can make the pass, all at every position. But if we went out there and tried to out-scheme everybody, you're really not getting a true picture of, that guy got 90 yards, but dude, I could have caught those. He was so wide open, if that makes sense. So, putting the ankle weights on a little bit in the preseason, I think is a good thing. And, let's let guys go win on basic routes, all that kind of stuff. And I really think it helps, A, their development, and B, our ability to see where they're at. And we'll try to save that other stuff for the regular season.
There you go. Save it for Brazil. They just announced the halftime performer. I'm very excited about that. Coach, we always appreciate it. It's great insight. We look forward to it a little bit later today. Third of 4 preseason games out at SoFi coming up just after 4 o'clock against the Rams. We appreciate it, Coach. Thanks so much.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
Certainly appreciate Coach Roman. When we return, Ilo going to get you the latest injury report, and we'll get you down on the field. Shannon Farron going to set the scene as we get ready for kickoff coming up just after 4 p.m. against the Rams on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Hey, Chargers fans, a winning football team runs like a well-oiled machine. Every player doing their job, every part working together in peak condition. Your vehicle's no different. Hi, this is Tim Cates for Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where your car or truck gets the championship treatment with a 15-minute drive-through oil change. No appointment needed. Locations all over Southern California. Find yours at SoCalOilChange.com. Want your ride to perform like a winning team?
Touchdown, Chargers!
Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hey everybody, it's Menace. Summer is here, and so are the Lazy Dog Restaurant's fresh new menu items. Try their crave-worthy seasonal dishes like the cauliflower ceviche, packed with citrus, veggies, and served with house-made chips and guacamole, or the cowboy ribeye burger, stacked with shaved ribeye and all the fixins. And backed by popular demand, the watermelon margarita. Grab a pitcher for only $25 during happy hour. Perfect for patio season. Get in here soon. Lazy Dog Restaurants, fresh, seasonal, delicious. LazyDogRestaurants.com.
Santa Monica College, the #1 college in transfers for 34 years in a row. Looking for a great job or boost to a top 4-year university? SMC's the perfect place to get you there. Enroll for their fall semester at smc.edu. That's smc.edu.
This summer at the Peterson Automotive Museum, relive the coolest cars of the 80s and 90s. See movie legends, race like a pro in our simulators, and dive into arcade nostalgia. Over 400 rare and iconic vehicles, all in one place. Tickets at peterson.org. That's PETERSEN.org.
You're listening to LA Chargers Countdown to Kickoff.
Who's got it better than us? Nobody!
On the LA Chargers Audio Network.
This afternoon's injury report is presented by UCLA Health, keeping you on top of your game. Undrafted rookie cornerback Eric Rodgers out today. He injured his lower left leg last week against the Saints after getting 2 interceptions, including a 43-yard pick six. Running back Najee Harris remains on the non-football injury list due to an eye injury, while linebacker Delshon Phillips remains on the physically unable to perform list. Back down on the field at SoFi Stadium for the very latest. Here's Shannon Farron. Shannon?
Got all the entertainment like it's regular season with the mariachi band out here at SoFi for the Rams. A nice touch. Ours is better. Our stuff is all better. It's like a darker feeling in here in SoFi. It's not as light. It's not as energetic, Isaac, as when this place is branded for your Los Angeles Chargers. It's kind of a sad Rams vibe in here. Anyway, I get sidetracked. All the talk has been about Keenan Allen, and what a great story it is, returning to the Chargers a year in Chicago, the way that Joe Ortiz was able to work the draft and bring Keenan back and still hang on to Ladd McConkey, Ladd McConkey. I mean, when you sit down and you go through what was last season, even the dark spot that none of us like to talk about in Houston, I mean, it is a rookie masterclass. This week, Ladd McConkey was taking questions from reporters who are not Isaac and asked about being a slot receiver. And he's like, and he was so polite about it. He was like, I've proven I can play outside, inside. I don't know where the whole slot stereotype comes from. It's like, yeah, act like you've seen Ladd McConkey play before, folks. This is a guy who broke the franchise record when it comes to receptions and touchdowns for the Chargers last year, taking that record from, Keenan Allen. I talked about Houston. It was a great game for Ladd McConkey, unfortunately, for the Chargers, but most yards, by the way, for a rookie in a playoff game ever. Most rookie reception yards. So, he is somebody who's kind of been forgotten in the shuffle of everything if you're outside of the facility. Now, if you're inside of the facility, you know that Ladd McConkey is a gem and that his chemistry, like you have been alluding to in the show, Isaac, is spot on with Justin. They're friends off the field, and you can certainly tell instantly that they had that chemistry. But he is benefiting from Keenan Allen back in that wide receiver room. He said, I'm just picking his brain, any knowledge I can gain. Talked about how we will be doing an interview with Khalil Mack and Derwin James on the radio broadcast. We'll also be talking to Ladd McConkey, who, by the way, saw him earlier. He's like a kid in a candy store. Cannot wait to get in there, at least for a series today. If you haven't seen it already, run, don't walk to the Chargers social media, where he's signing a Ladd McConkey jersey on like a 5-year-old kid. And I mean, wow. I think the caption was core memory, and what a core memory for that kid here today.
Yeah, something he will remember forever. Thanks, Shannon. And who would have guessed 2 weeks ago that we'd be seeing Ladd McConkey, Keenan Allen, and Justin Herbert all on the field today for a preseason game with the Chargers. Kickoff against the Rams just 18 minutes away. This is Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Countdown to kickoff on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era.
And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
Get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
Scoring your favorite LA Chargers gear has never been easier with 2 locations to choose from. The Equipment Room at SoFi Stadium and the Chargers team store located right there at 2144 East El Segundo Boulevard in the Chargers Commons Shopping Center. Open Thursday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Chargers team store is stocked with the latest limited edition merch drops, jerseys, headwear, sideline gear, and much more. To learn more, visit chargers.com/shop. Again, that's chargers.com/shop. At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 35 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of our over 280 locations right here in Southern California. Once again, that's uclahealth.org. Car accident, dog bite, slip and fall? Wilshire Law Firm is here to fight for the justice and compensation you deserve. We are the official personal injury law partner of the Los Angeles Chargers, and we've recovered more top personal injury settlements than any other law firm in California. Over $2 billion recovered. No fees unless you win your case. Bolt up and get our powerhouse team on your side. Call 800-800-3333 for our free consultation. Again, that's 1-800-800-3333.
LA Chargers count down the kickoff.
And here he goes, Herbert into the end zone.
Right here on the LA Chargers Audio Network.
16 minutes remain on our Morongo Casino Resort and Spa countdown to kickoff as the Chargers take on the Rams, and Justin Herbert takes the field in a preseason game for the first time in his NFL career. Exciting, kind of nerve-wracking all at the same time. Now stay tuned as Matt Money Smith, Daniel Jeremiah, and Shannon Farron present today's Players to Watch, the opening kickoff, and all the play-by-play on the LA Chargers Football Network.
You owe the IRS or state. If you've received a levy or garnishment notice, the worst thing you can do is ignore it. The problem isn't going away, and the longer you put it off, the more penalties and interest keep piling up. So what should you do? Call a company that can help. The experts at Rush Tax Resolution know how to fight the IRS and win. Rush Tax is A+ rated with the BBB, and they've helped thousands of people put an end to their tax problems for good. And if you're a business owner and owe payroll taxes, did you know the IRS can shut you down and come after you personally? Rush Tax helps business owners stay in business. They've even been able to stop levies and garnishments the same day. Call 800-485-3021 now, and Rush Tax will tell you upfront and for free if they can help. And they only take cases they know they can help. 800-485-3021. 800-485-3021. 800-485-3021. Or rushtaxresolution.com.
Hi, it's Tim Cates. I've been so lucky to have spoken with dozens of the country's top coaches on my Masters in Coaching podcast. You know what they all have in common? They've all gotten their Masters in Coaching from Concordia University, Irvine. Coaches, transform your sports program, your career, and get to the next level. Apply for the fall term at Concordia University, Irvine. Classes start on Monday, August 18th, but I wouldn't wait. Every new student gets $1,000 off. Go to cui.edu/coaching, cui.edu/coaching.
Eric Dickerson here for my favorite spot in the desert, Spotlight 29.
When you're in the Coachella Valley, nobody brings you fun and excitement like Spotlight 29 Casino. They've added hundreds of new slots and 5 treasures baccarat exclusive to Spotlight 29.
And the best lineup of entertainers anywhere.
Go to Spotlight29.com for details.
Plus, the gaming age is now 18.
So get to the Coachella Valley.
Great shows, bright lights, and big winnings. Spotlight 29.
Coachella's best bet.
Got a game, boys!
This is LA Chargers Countdown to Kickoff.
Comes pressure, Mahomes pumps, head drop!
On the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Well, back here at SoFi Stadium, getting ready for preseason game number 3 for the Bolts, between the Bolts and the Rams. And it is time for our Verizon Keys to the Game with Daniel Jeremiah, brought to you by Verizon, the official 5G network of the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm not going to let you do it, DJ. I'm going to take it from you.
Stay healthy.
Key is stay healthy. You got all these starters out there. Justin Herbert going to be out there. Keenan Allen, Amari and Hampton, Ladd McConkey. Stay healthy. Beyond that, Let's get Daniel Jeremiah's keys to the game.
I'm looking forward to seeing these young guys in this running back room. We've been talking about money and see who can try and fight their way onto this roster. It is a fierce, fierce competition. So looking forward to that, as well as what we talked about a little bit earlier, secondary, trying to sort out that corner rotation, what that's going to look like. Coach Jesse Minter said this week, look, nothing's solidified there in terms of the starters. So not only the backups we're looking at, but who's going to emerge as those starting corners.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of Dante Jackson and Tarheeb still in practice, but they're having issues, with health in that cornerback room. So I think it just is a reminder that might be one of the deepest rooms on the team when it comes time to make that 53. You mentioned the running back, and we talked about it a little bit earlier, Amari Hampton, but behind him, man, it is a wide open, because like you said, Hassan Haskins is core 4 on special teams. He's going to be on the team. Spot. But I think those last two, if Najee starts, are probably up for grabs between these three players.
No doubt. And look, what we saw last week from Raheem Rocket Sanders was a nice little entry point into that competition with what we saw.
Well, we'll get you your sort of starting lineups, we think. And kickoff. And our scene set, I'm sorry, not kickoff. Kickoff coming up just after 4 o'clock here on the LA Chargers Football Network.
California. It's time to reimagine not only what we recycle, but how we recycle it. Putting food scraps in your green bin and taking California Redemption Value beverage containers to a recycling site to get your cash back are just 2 of the small steps you can take today for a greener tomorrow. This is how we're reimagining recycling, California. And it all starts right here. To learn more, visit recyclingreimaginedca.com.
My name is Jessica Cashew, and I drive a Toyota Tacoma TRD off-road.
Toyota makes the vehicles, you make it yours.
I've done quite a bit to the truck. I started with wheels and tires. Suspension was next, and then I just redid the exhaust system, so super excited about that.
Now it's easier than ever to modify your Toyota at your local Toyota dealer. We're partnering with leading accessory brands like ARB, Fox, Rigid, Rhino, and more, so you can customize with confidence.
The truck gives me that possibility to get out there and go places that other people aren't able to go. I took it all the way up to Utah for an archery competition, so it's fun. It's a fun drive.
From lift kits to camping gear, modify your Toyota truck or SUV at your local Toyota dealer just the way you want, with warranted custom work. Or shop online at toyota.com/accessories. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Intercepted! This is LA Chargers Countdown to Kickoff. The Chargers have it on the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Back here at SoFi Stadium, getting ready for kickoff just after the top of the hour, about 5 minutes away. Let's get you your starting lineups, or at least a semblance of starting lineups. As Shannon Farron down on the field, the Chargers running onto the field in their home powder blue top and white pant combo. So the Rams likely going to wear white tops with blue pants, you would assume. I think that's what we saw a little bit earlier. But DJ, Shannon, we look at the starting lineup, and the big one is number 10. You're going to get Justin Herbert out there. We don't know how much we're going to see him, DJ, but we're going to see him for at least a series, it seems like.
Yeah, let him get a couple snaps, hand the ball off a few times, maybe a little swing pass here, Money, and let's get him the heck out of there. Yeah, and of course in the backfield he'll have Amari Hampton, the number 21 overall pick, their big first-round rookie that's been so impressive in training camp. And Shannon going to see our wide receivers, Ladd McConkey, and in all those 2 receiver sets we've seen with the tight ends out there, I would assume we're going to see Will Dissly, Tucker Fisk, and a lot of that to help this line out to make sure Herbert stays clean. But you've been around Keenan, Shannon, and you certainly know what he means to this team and how much bounces in his step and a lot of people in that wide receiver room.
Yeah, it means a lot. Ladd McConkey spent some time talking about it today, despite the fact that Ladd McConkey made all the headlines last season, breaking Keenan Allen's franchise rookie records here for the Chargers. Passing game took a backseat last week, and probably going to be more of the same today. It's going to be good to see Amari and Hampton. I mean, Jim Harbaugh talked about him this week. He says he's the only running back I've been around that can find a hole in that mush, and Jim Harbaugh's been around some great running backs. Right now, you guys, I'm camped out on the injury table in the injury tent so that it cannot be used. I will not move.
Nice.
Yes, we got our eyes on you. Shannon. Well done, Shannon. Defensively, DJ, something that's certainly raised its hand all through camp and in the preseason because these guys have been playing is the interior of that line. Tier Tart, Deshaun Hand, and Tito Abonia have been your starters. They lose Poona Ford, they lose Morgan Fox, but it looks like the depth, including the rookie Jamari Caldwell, this has been one of the most impressive groups that we've seen so far through camp and in the preseason games.
Yeah, Naquan Jones got some power. Deshaun Hand has really been able to push the pocket. I mean, this is going to really help these edge rushers with the amount of pocket push they're getting from about 5 or 6 of these defensive linemen.
Yeah, and then you go with the edges. No Khalil Mack today, nor Derwin James, so arguably the two best players on defense going to sit this one out. It'll be Tuli Tuipulotu and Bud Dupree. And Shannon, I know you like that linebacker level. It's Denzel Perriman, who you're very familiar with, and Deion Henley, arguably the best interview out there.
I love it. And Deion Henley said it's been a minute since I've been able to hit someone with bad intentions. No one wanted to hear that more than me, but Marlo Wax is the guy I'm looking to see today. I mean, he was all over the place with the Saints, 9 tackles, a sack, looking for a bigger impact today. It shouldn't be all Taylor Swift when you've got Orange News, right? Marlo Wax out of Syracuse.
Well,
actually, a teammate of Gadsden there, too, the hardest working tight end on the team.
Exactly right, Shannon. Well done. Marlo Wax, you mentioned it, 9 tackles, all solo tackles, and somebody who is really making a push, DJ, to make this 53-man roster.
Yeah, you can't put him on your surfboard, but he can absolutely show you some range, sideline to sideline. The instincts have been excellent. Let's see if he can stack another game on top of what we saw last week.
And we talked about it a minute ago in the secondary. See Tony Jefferson out there probably with no Derwin James, Elijah Molden, and Alohi Gilman as your 3 safety combo. It's what they've been kind of playing for the most part. It's a team that plays in nickel a lot, plays in dime a lot with Derwin at that dime backer. So, again, another incredibly competitive room. See how long the starters play. But, hey, we're going to have starters out there playing Charger football when they kick it off just after 5 past 4. And when we return, kickoff will be next on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era.
And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
Or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
Like our championship-winning boys in blue, your Southern California Chevy dealers have star talent at every position. Leading off, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Southern California, Chevy Silverado, with 9 unique trims to choose from, including ZR2, designed for maximum off-road performance and capability. With features like an off-road cut front bumper and 2-inch factory lift, no roads are no problem. Looking for a bold and sporty high-performance pickup? That's RST. From its aggressive style to its responsive feel, it's an energizing presence that really stands out. And for the ultimate combination of luxury and capability, there's High Country, offering premium leather seating and a 5.3-liter V8 engine, so you're both comfortable and in command. Stop by and drive one home today, or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility new retail registrations using large pickup segmentation. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details.
Eric Dickerson here for my favorite spot in the desert, Spotlight 29.
When you're in the Coachella Valley, nobody brings you fun and excitement like Spotlight 29 Casino. They've added hundreds of new slots and 5 treasures baccarat exclusive to Spotlight 29.
And the best lineup of entertainers anywhere.
Go to Spotlight29.com for details.
Plus, the gaming age is now 18.
So get to the Coachella Valley.
Great shows, bright lights, and big winnings. Spotlight 29.
Coachella's best bet. This is the flagship of the LA Chargers audio network. KFI KOST HD2 Los Angeles, an iHeart radio station.
Bunch formation to the right. Now McConkey goes in motion right to left.
This is Los Angeles Chargers football.
Running to his right, looking, throwing to the end zone.
All the way live when it's go time. This the moment we've been waiting on our whole lives.
Touchdown, Chargers!
Stopping out the tunnel with them Hall of Fame vibes.
Welcome,
The LA Chargers.
to LA Chargers football.
We going up, we going live.
Right here on the Los Angeles Chargers audio network.
It's go time.
It's Justin Herbert time.
It's go time. Let's go.
And now,
Let's go.
alongside Daniel Jeremiah,
Chargers radio analyst.
your voice of the LA Chargers, Matt Money Smith.
Thank you, Bob. And down there on the field, Shannon Farron, as we have our captains making their way to midfield to shake hands. Our referee, Bill Vinovich, out there today. Good to see it. It's Justin Herbert, it's Trey Pipkins, it's Denzel Perriman, Dayon Henley, Bradley Bozeman, and Alohi Gilman. As we got starters playing football today.
This is the dress rehearsal today.
Right? I'll exchange an embrace. Chargers have won both of their coin tosses, elected to defer at the Hall of Fame game, elected to receive. I'm going to predict if they win, they're going to receive. Get Herbert out there, get him on the bench, and call it a day.
Herbert a little bit bigger than Stetson Bennett, by the way.
A little bit.
Tails, Charger, you and designated visitors, what is your call? Heads. He called heads. It is heads. We'll take the ball. You want the ball?
We'll take the ball.
You got it. Stay where you are. Chargers are receiving the first half. Good luck, gentlemen.
There we go. We're going to take the ball. I'm going to get out here and...
It's a little, almost a Larry David-esque from Herbert right there.
Yes.
We'll take the ball.
Herbert and Stetson Bennett is like when the pro comes out with the child and walks him onto the field.
Always bring your kid to work.
Exactly. Certainly built differently. As we mentioned, Chargers, iconic powder blue tops, white pants, Rams in their dark blue pants, white jersey. Even though they are the designated home team, you have all the Rams insignias on the field in the end zones. And if you heard that in the background, the iconic chant from Mackey Arena. I've called a number of Purdue games. Whose house? Boilermaker's house. Adopted it and brought it here. So Herbert will start with the ball. He'll work right to left.
I'm anxious to see who's going to return the kick.
Yeah, Darius Davis is not playing today. So Naheem Miller-Hines, heck, you think about that.
Put two on the ground.
Yeah, and punts.
Punts.
So I think, well, here we go. We're seeing Kamani Vidal, and there it is. Naheem Miller-Hines.
That might be the competition right there.
Exactly right. You know, Kamani has played every single special team snap, part of Ryan Ficken's group of core 4 special teams players. Rams again will kick off left to right from our vantage point. Josh Carty. Actually, that is not Josh Carty. It'll be the punter, Ethan Evans, that punts it away, boots it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's football time in America!
Times you're happy you have headphones on, and this is certainly one of those. Waiting for the signal.
They got to fix the clock, first of all.
Yeah. Clock is still sitting at 15 seconds. Got a different booth here at SoFi. We're in the visitors booth. So to our left, we got Dan Fouts, Noah Eagle doing it on TV. To our right, we got Adrian and Pancho, our Spanish broadcast team.
How about that jersey right down there in front of us?
An old school Jim Harbaugh, Navy. Beautiful. There are a lot of Charger jerseys in here, by the way. Considerably less people than we saw last week for the Chargers against the Saints. It'll be Hines who takes a knee. Justin Herbert going to get this thing started at the 35. Let's get back downstairs to Shannon Farron.
Guys, Herbert petitioned Harbaugh to play before the Saints game that Thursday. Harbaugh was reportedly receptive, then Slater got hurt. So then no 10 last week. Herbert says he didn't want his first game action pass rush in week 1. When he was a backup for Tyrod Taylor for 5 minutes, it was COVID season, so no preseason. This is Justin Herbert's preseason debut, guys.
Well, here we go, Shannon. You set it up perfectly. We're witnessing history, people. Herbert under center, offset eye, Amari and Hampton, Scott Matlock in the backfield, Ladd McConkey. Love hearing all these names in motion right to left. And it's a quick throw, and it's dropped by Quinton Johnston.
A little bit low.
It was low.
Scoop that off, almost off his shoes.
Yeah, it was a low throw. Second, and it was a quick throw.
Yeah, a little quick screen out there, trying to get the ball in his hands.
Yeah. I wasn't going anywhere anyway.
Yeah.
As Matlock and Disley jog off, Quinton breaks huddle, comes onto the numbers left. McConkey in a bunch formation with Keenan Allen to the right. Hampton in the backfield. Conklin in motion. Herbert from the shotgun. Rams showing blitz. He will throw. Herbert, middle of the field, wide open. McConkey on the LA logo breaks a tackle into plus territory down to the 48-yard line for a gain of 17. How about that for the first completion of the season?
Picking up right where they left off. Just a little spot route in this zone, settling up right over the quarterback, and McConkey, what he does so well is transition. Catches that ball, immediately transitions up the field to get some extra yak.
Jamari Sawyer in for the injured Mekhi Becton at right guard with Pipkins right tackle, Zion and Joe Alt on the left side, Bradley Bozeman in the center. See if we get Amarian Hampton's first carry here as Disley goes in motion right to left. And again, it's Herbert to throw. Protection holds up, takes a shot, right sideline. Q's got a step. And that one bounced off his hands.
He took a big shot, too. His arm was up.
Yeah, that's not good. Q is out. A.J. Green in coverage, and Q is absolutely out. The trainers are running onto the field.
Johnston was the intended receiver.
Yeah, he got hit high on the head, and then you saw his arm
just immediately lock in the air, prone. That pass was right on the money. Oh, he took it right on the chin.
Yeah, he was out before he hit the ground.
Yeah, that is Tanner Engel who hit him. And we're going to go to break. It's going to take a little while here. We hope Q is okay. Chargers. Rams here just getting started as they tend to Q on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Jan from Toyota here with live coverage of end of summer fun at Toyota's National Sales Event with my special guest, Eli Manning.
Thanks, Jan. Let's get into it.
Down by the lake for some fishing, we've got Eric in his Tundra. He throws his line, and he's going long.
Heck of a team effort there. That Tundra got him exactly where he needed to be.
Next up, here's Kyle, off-roading behind the wheel of a 4Runner.
Whoa, that 4Runner's got some serious moves on the field.
There's excitement in the stadium parking lot with the Davis family tailgating in their new Sequoia.
All eyes are on Dad manning the grill. He grabs some buns from the cargo area of the Sequoia and flips. And look at that. What a way to close this one out.
Sure was, Eli. Until next time, go Toyota!
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Event ends September 2nd. Toyota, let's go places.
If you owe the IRS or state, if you've received a levy or garnishment notice, the worst thing you can do is ignore it. The problem isn't going away, and the longer you put it off, the more penalties and interest keep piling up. So what should you do? Call a company that can help. The experts at Rush Tax Resolution know how to fight the IRS and win. Rush Tax is A+ rated with the BBB, and they've helped thousands of people put an end to their tax problems for good. And if you're a business owner and owe payroll taxes, did you know the IRS can shut you down and come after you personally? Rush Tax helps business owners stay in business. They've even been able to stop levies and garnishments the same day. Call 800-485-3021 now, and Rush Tax will tell you upfront and for free if they can help. And they only take cases they know they can help. 800-485-3021. 800-485-3021. 800-485-3021. Or rushtaxresolution.com.
You're listening to LA Chargers football.
Touchdown, Chargers!
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Yeah, certainly a scary scene down on the field. We got about 10 paramedics around Quinton Johnston. We got Neil Elatrash out there. The neck wrap is out. We've got the board out. We've got the cart out, a stretcher. The entire Charger training staff. Some Rams training staff folks. So we've got a serious situation around Quinton Johnston right now, and we saw it on the replay. He took an absolute shot to his chin that snapped his head back, and he was out before he even started going to the ground. And then as he went to the ground, his head snapped back and hit the turf as well.
Guys, he is still on the ground here. They haven't even moved him onto the stretcher. They brought the cart out as well. Right now it seems to be some communication among the doctors out here, and there are many about how to move him in the best way. Jim Harbaugh ran out here, Ladd McConkey taking a knee as well.
Yeah, we just saw his position coach Sanjay Lal jog over there. And Shannon, you certainly have a better vantage point than we do. So if you see them move him from the ground to the board, that would... that is...
You don't normally see the paramedics run out there that fast. It's a trainer, and then immediately you saw them swarm onto the field. So with the communication, that they have.
They are lifting him up now. He is sitting up.
Oh, there we go. So the board's going back in the bag. Now keep going, Shannon, because you can see better than us.
Yeah, right now he's just sitting up. His chest is up. They've got their arms wrapped around him. trying to debate, I would assume, whether to put him on the stretcher or if he can get to the cart. They're moving his legs. He is standing up now. He is standing up on his own.
It's a great sign.
Shaking his head a little bit, looking up at the Jumbotron. Now walking on his own to the cart, threw his gloves on the cart there as he takes a seat, and will make his way into the locker room, possibly the x-ray room with the trainers, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Shannon. Well, that is a relief. We have not seen that in a while. You got 7-8 paramedics, both training staffs, coaches, and there were 20 people around him. But great to see Q get up on his own. He's just sitting in the car. He looks frustrated, I think is probably the way I would characterize, but just kind of rubbing his eyes and stuff. He was knocked out.
Well, that's as good as a result as you can get.
Absolutely.
With the way that looked 10 minutes ago. Right. And also, it's encouraging to see the type of care and how fast they can react now.
Yeah.
You know, from DeMar Hamlin's situation, it's been a couple years now, and most of the teams in this exact same situation now. I mean, there is no hesitation. They take no risks, and they get to these guys in a hurry.
Immediately. Yeah, you're absolutely right, DJ. That gray bag was on the field before we were even finished calling the play. So we're back to football here. Good news to have Q sitting up, making his way to the locker room. Herbert in the shotgun on a 2nd and 10 from just past midfield. Hampton in the backfield. And it's a handoff to Hampton. And Hampton finds the crease, pushes forward, gets hit, pinballs around to about the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, tackle by Sean Dolak. And it'll be 3rd and 5.
A nice physical downhill run by Hampton. He is a load, man. When he gets hit, he falls down. It's an extra 2-3 yards. You're not going to push him backwards.
Break huddle. Hampton stays in the backfield. Keandre Lambert-Smith now out there. Keenan Allen, Ladd McConkey to the right. It's Dre to the left, and now McConkey in motion right to left. Herbert to throw again. Protection holds up, takes a shot. Sideline, caught! Oh, what a toss! Keandre Lambert-Smith created separation. Herbert hit him in absolute stride for 28 yards, left sideline at the 15.
Sean Jolly, number 24, the nickel for the Rams, was actually in perfect coverage. He looked around, and by the time he just did that quick glance, that allowed that one little step of separation. And Herbert, I mean, that was a beautiful throw.
We had a conversation with Keandre 2 weeks ago, and he had mentioned the first pass he caught from Herbert zoomed by the corner's face. He didn't even know he was open. He goes, that's when I realized I got to be ready every time he throws the ball. Hampton in the backfield, Herbert. Play action, sets his feet, rolling to his right. And now Herbert going to slide down, make sure he doesn't take a shot all the way back at the 22-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7.
That was a screen. They tried to get the screen set up, and the Rams sniffed it out. It was going to be a little tight end screen to Disley, and wasn't there. And that's the way you do that. You try and follow the screen as a quarterback in the regular season. The preseason, just throw it at his feet, man. And it's not so much the starters playing in the preseason that worries me, Money. It's the fact the Rams don't have starters out there.
Yeah, you were talking about that earlier.
We can get into that after this play.
Trips to the left. One receiver wide to the right. And Herbert to throw again. Takes a shot right sideline for the end zone. Oh, can't haul it in. Keandre Lambert-Smith extended his arm. Tight coverage from A.J. Green. And it'll be 3rd and 18.
Well, fade ball there. It was a nice throw from Herbert. Would have been a heck of a catch. Couldn't come down with it. But to get back to the point, if you're playing starters versus starters, they're veterans. They know how to take care of one another. You're playing against a rookies trying to make the team. You don't necessarily get that same treatment on the other side of the ball.
Yeah, you might take a shot on your chin when you're down at the 5-yard line. So here we go. They converted their last third down. This one a 3rd and 18. McConkey in motion, right to left. Hampton in the backfield. Herbert hands off to Hampton. Hampton hits a hole, bounces off a defender, bounces off a second, gets all the way inside the 15 to the 14-yard line for a gain of 4, and out comes Cameron Dicker to kick the field goal. I'd say successful opening drive.
Yeah, good drive. Herbert, man, the arm is healthy. I can tell you that much. Holy cow.
Now go ahead, guys, take a seat. Jim Harbaugh did say that depending on how long and how many plays the first series was, he'd decide whether or not the starters would stay in for a second. I'm going to say that's probably qualifies.
I think he was just saying if you had a 3 and out, maybe. But
yeah. And this kick is right down the middle. So the Chargers get 3 out of the starter-led drive. And they're up on the Rams here with 11:48 to go in the first quarter. 3-0 on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era.
And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
Or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
Let's be honest. Relationships shouldn't be this hard. It's time to say goodbye, grass, because you deserve better. Break up with your lawn and upgrade to a beautiful, low-maintenance, California-friendly garden. Go to BeWaterWise.com and start a new relationship that saves you water today. BeWaterWise.com.
Hey, Bolt fam, level up your next Chargers game with Vivid Seats. They've got the seats you want and the deals you deserve. Plus, they're the only ticket company that rewards you for buying. As a proud partner of the LA Chargers, they offer premium experience packages that include your own private perch suite, all-inclusive food and beverages, premium parking, plus a chance to meet your favorite Chargers legends. Catch all the games, all backed by a 100% buyer guarantee. Just download the app to order and earn rewards. Vivid Seats. Experience it live.
Big announcement to make. I'm so pumped. I just got into the brand new fully electric Hyundai Ioniq 5. This got to be one of the coolest SUVs I've seen in my life and one of the most teched out electric vehicles ever, which is what I'm all about. Premium features like Hyundai's digital key, Bose premium audio, and of course, ultra fast charging capability. Let's go. And it looks so slick. You have no idea. Learn more about the Ioniq 5 at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
30, 20, 10, touchdown Chargers!
This is your home of the Bolts on the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Well, 9 plays, 51 yards, 3 minutes, 12 seconds. Justin Herbert, 2 of 5 for 46 yards. Had a couple nice throws down that right sideline that could not be hauled in. 32-yard field goal from Cam Dicker puts the Chargers up 3-0. And we remind you to win with Wilshire Law Firm, official personal injury attorneys of the Chargers. Find them at wilshirelaw.com/Chargers. Pay nothing until you win. And Dicker has one go out of bounds, so that's going to start at the 40. Shannon, what do you got down there?
Well, we saw Omarion Hampton on that drive there. Big praise from Jim Harbaugh. He said he loves his ability to create running lanes, and you were able to see that there. He says he's the only running back he's been around that can find a hole in that mush. Harbaugh saying he's yet to see him run into the back of the pads of an offensive lineman. High praise from Harbaugh, considering he was with Marshall Faulk in Indianapolis, and then Coach Frank Gore in San Francisco there.
Yeah, no doubt, 2 Hall of Famers. Frank Gore up this year. Should be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Won't be, but should be. So we got Bud.
Don't forget Toby Gerhart as well.
Absolutely. We got Bud Dupree-Tooley as your edges. Denzel and Dayon out there as your backers. Elijah Molden and Loie Gilman as your safeties. And here's the Rams' first play. It's just a check down underneath, but it goes into plus territory for 11 yards before Denzel Perriman can make the tackle. Stetson Bennett at quarterback for the Rams. And he found Drake Stoops.
Drake Stoops, who, if you watch college football, know that he played at Oklahoma for 14 seasons.
Yeah, right? Well, these days you can make a handsome living playing football in college.
It's good to be a Stoops at Oklahoma.
Yeah, no doubt. Bennett under center. Corum, Jim Harbaugh's running back on that national championship team, takes the handoff, and he's got a lane. And Corum pushes all the way to the 40-yard line. Perriman there, along with Dayon Henley, to make the tackle. That's a gain of 9.
A little wind-back run. It looked like Dayon got a little over the top on that one, and they were able to cut back.
It's a nice play by St. Juste to slow him down.
2nd and 1.
Break huddle. Corum stays in. Tito and Tart, interior of that line. And rolling to his right and sets it up perfectly. Has a screen to the right side for Xavier Smith, and that'll be a gain of 4 and a first down for the Rams.
And moving the ball a little bit here, moving the pocket. St. Juste almost got to him before he got his head turned around with Bennett on that one. Man, if he really, what we say, shoot your gun, just go, he probably is able to get him to the ground.
Ball being spotted for the 37.
Chargers up 3-0, 10 minutes left in the first here. Starting defense out there, except for no Khalil, no Derwin. Bennett hands to Corum. Corum looking for a lane, nothing there. He is stood up at the line of scrimmage by Alohi Gilman and Thule.
Yeah, Alohi Gilman got into it after the last play a little bit with a ram, and then followed that up with a very physical tackle and finish.
That's borderline flag.
A little emotion in the preseason.
He's probably getting his licks in knowing it's his only series. St. Juste out to the left. Dante Jackson to the right. The 2 free agents signed this offseason by Joe Ortiz at the corners. And there's a handoff again to Corum. Corum this time finds that space and all the way down to the 26-yard line. That's going to be a first down, gain of 11. Saw him do a whole lot of that for the Wolverines when they won the national championship.
And that's really good vision. Again, same play they ran a little bit earlier. It's got a little bit of a trap. You've got the tight end coming from left to right to pick up the unblocked edge defender, and then he just cuts back underneath it.
So knocking on the door of the red zone, new set of downs from the 26 right hash, moving left to right from where we are. Tito and Tierre, your interior tackles. Thule and Bud Dupree still out there as your edges. Now your nickel, Tarheeb Still. And on the sweep, there's Smith on the handoff, and he's going to get 5. So used to that with these Sean McVay offenses, just so much movement and eye candy, and then all of a sudden you hand it to the guy and you're flat-footed.
Give you a lot to think about, and it happens fast.
Just kind of froze Thule there on the edge. Alohi and Dayon cleaned it up. So a 2nd and 5 from the 21. Sean McVay famously, guy that got it started where he played no starters for the entire preseason, and then everybody followed suit. Bennett looking to his right, throws middle and caught. Smith again all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's a nice throw by Bennett with traffic and a defender in his face. That's a 16-yard completion.
And those are the two guys who've been getting into it with Smith and Alohi Gilman. Once again, nose to nose after the play, but a little half roll by Stetson Bennett. You've got a crosser, and he was able to squeeze that in between both linebackers.
So not a goal to go.
Not a big window there.
Again, these are Rams backups against Chargers starters, and they're all the way down with a 1st and goal at the 5. Hand off to Corum. Corum pushes the pile forward to about the 3, so it'll be a gain of 2, 2nd and goal. Last week, I should say, big goal line stand by the Chargers defense. Jesse Minter's bunch. Looks like we got somebody down. Slow to get up. It's a Charger defender.
Is it Alohi?
It's Alohi. He's on a knee. That's exactly who it is.
He's been very active and feisty here.
Yeah. And now he goes from a knee to sitting down. Not a good sign. And obviously, it's the concern about playing your starters. And we know Alohi's had some injury issues throughout his time here in Los Angeles. He's sitting, seems pretty calm, having the conversation with the trainers as we're looking at it on camera here. But if you're just tuning in, had Quinton Johnston get knocked out with that arm prone in the air, diving for a catch on the right sideline. Now Alohi being tended to by the Charger trainers. We'll step aside as they work on him on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI
KFI AM 640.
This is a new era.
And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the GPS directions first, before driving to the mall.
Turn right at the light. In 1,000 miles, you will reach Montreal.
Not Montreal, the mall.
Recalculating. 6,000 miles to Nepal.
No, the mall.
Checking first is smart.
Recalculating.
So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Scoring your favorite LA Chargers gear has never been easier with 2 locations to choose from. The equipment room at SoFi Stadium and the Chargers team store located right there at 2144 East El Segundo Boulevard in the Chargers Commons Shopping Center. Open Thursday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Chargers team store is stocked with the latest limited edition merch drops, jerseys, headwear, sideline gear, and much more. To learn more, visit chargers.com/shop. Again, that's chargers.com/shop.
This is your home. This is your home of the Bulls on the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Chargers!
So, although he's able to walk off under his own power, Tony Jefferson replaces him as the Rams with a 2nd and 3 from the 2. Heck of a drive here. 9th play of the drive. We've gone 58 yards in 4 minutes, 37 seconds. Started at the 40 when Cam Dicker kicked the ball out of bounds. And they've just kind of gotten whatever they've wanted since. Bunch formation to the left. Single receiver right. Corum in the backfield. Bennett in the shotgun. Takes the handoff, throws to the end zone. Wide open, caught. Touchdown Rams. Easy. Kanata Mumpfield. Wide open.
Little RPO. Put the ball in the belly of the back, rode him for a long time, and then pulled it the last second and hit that slant. That was a nice play by Stetson Bennett. He likes this building. Go back to the national championship.
Yeah, right? Yeah, that's Sean McVay, man.
St. Jude's just got caught peeking.
And the Rams take a 6-3 lead. On top of that, Chargers have 2 players, starters, Quinton Johnston and Alohi Gilman, walk off the field. So not an ideal start here at SoFi. And extra point is up and good, and the Rams up 7-3. Shannon, what do we got down there?
Alohi looks good, guys. He came back to the bench. They kind of adjusted his shoulder pads around his ribs, around his middle section there. Grabbed his helmet, was chomping at the bit right behind Jim Harbaugh to get back in there on that end zone drive there. So it looks like he's no worse for wear, guys.
All right, thank you, Shannon. And certainly no update on Q. He went to the locker room. I don't suspect we're going to see him again after the hit he took and how he was out before he hit the ground clearly. That drive, by the way, Blake Corum, 4 carries, 22 yards. Stetson Bennett, a perfect 4 of 4 for 33 yards and a touchdown.
It was like who's who of great college football players of the last 5 years.
Yeah, right? And obviously some personal struggles for Stetson.
Looks like, I'm guessing Heineke is going next.
Yeah, Heineke was just warming up.
He was warming up with Trey Lance, but Heineke had a little more purpose to how he was warming up, so I'm going to lean that he's the next one to go here.
We got Miller Hines and Vidal to receive again. (7-3) Rams here in the first quarter. And this thing could be going out of bounds. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So some kickers trying some new things with the dynamic kickoff.
Kickoff out of bounds. Kicking team number 42. Ball he places the 40-yard line.
Got a new offensive line, it looks like, as well, Money.
Yeah, we've seen Corey Stewart and Ryan Nelson play tackle pretty much for the entire game. I see Carson Barnhart out there, Andre James, Branson Taylor, the rookie, who would miss some time. Charger fans, bolt up, catch all the action this season live and in person with Vivid Seats, proud partner of the Los Angeles Chargers and the only ticket company that rewards you for buying. Download the app today. So Heineke out there. Omarion Hampton is not. It's a handoff into the mush. I think that was Kamani Vidal just trying to wait. Yes, indeed it was. Gain of 2. It'll be a 2nd and 8.
Yeah, this Chargers team really had their way with the first 2 opponents they've played. This is the first time you've seen a little bit of a test here with the Rams.
Yeah. I mean, you want to talk about Hall of Fame game. 14 pressures, 2 sacks. Last week, 26 pressures, 5 sacks, 2 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles. Heineke, play action, sets his feet, throws downfield, and
jeez, that's another one.
That was a hospital ball, man.
But he got hit helmet to helmet. I don't know what you have to do. We've already had one guy get carted off, and now Lambert Smith is down. That's blow to the head.
That was 27. That's 2 guys taking a shot right at his head.
With no flags on either one. That's how people get hurt. That's just
what they're doing down there. They forget they have flags, or
that is forcible right to helmet. That's not. I mean, that's a fine.
He was fine for a second, and then as he tried, it's kind of what you talked about last week, DJ, he tried to kind of walk it off, and then immediately went down to the field on all 4s, and now they're looking at his eyes, see if he got his bell rung.
It's almost like if this is the way that we're going to play, and this is what's going on,
get everybody out of there.
Get the guys that are going to be on this team in the regular season off the field. Yeah, I'm all for physical and tough, but that's, we're talking about launching into the head twice on defenseless receivers.
Yeah. Keandre up, walking off under his own power. Unsnaps the chin strap. Coach Harbaugh meets him. Shannon will keep us updated as to whether or not he goes to the table or goes to the locker room. I'm guessing that's where he's headed, is inside. He checked out. Good point, though, DJ. How you're not throwing flags on both of those. You got guys taking straight shots to the head.
They can't help themselves. They're defenseless.
So they break huddle on a 3rd and 8. Heineke had 2 3-and-outs last week. See if he can convert one here. Trips to his right. They bring a blitz. Heineke stands in tall on the crosser. Finds Trey Harris. That's his first catch of the preseason, but well short of the first down. Only gets 3 yards, so they'll punt it away.
And to your earlier point, I mean, Heineke put him in danger as well on that big hit. It was not protecting your receiver, but it doesn't change the fact that it should be a penalty. But this offense is, with Trey Lance compared to Heineke, has not been close just in terms of how they move the football.
Britton Covey to return the punt for the Rams. Scott's heels on his own 30. And this is a high hang time special from JK. Fair catch signaled for at the 8.
Number 10, Covey.
47-yard punt, no return. Shannon, what do you got down there?
Keandre, was able to walk on his own into the locker room here through the tunnel. Joe Ortiz, the GM, is not down here during the regular season, but is during preseason. And, man, he just keeps walking from injured player to injured player. Go check on Q, go checks on Keandre, go checks on Alohi. Remember, guys, this was a scrimmage last year between the Rams and the Chargers that got called off this week. It got really chippy. These are not roommates that love each other here today.
That's a good call. It did get chippy last year in that joint practice. Bennett stays in. At back, Jaquez Hunter takes the handoff, and he's got a lane. Look at that. Leaping over some defenders before he's thrown to the turf by Triquez Bridges, but it's a gain of 7 for Jarquez, the rookie out of Auburn, drafted in the 4th round.
Yeah, they're getting some push up front, this offensive line of backups.
And we had not seen that in the prior two games. Got all backups in there now. Actually, Deshaun Hand down there. You got Garmin Randolph at one edge. And here's a handoff again. This time in the backfield. Well, aforementioned Deshaun Hand. You got a starter out there, and he makes him pay. It's going to be a loss of 2. It'll bring up third and about 4.
He just able to beat that down block. It was Lemmer was trying to seal him, and he just went right through him.
Hand signed away from Miami in the offseason. Just a 1-year deal. He stays in. From the shotgun, Bennett with Hunter to his right. To throw, looking left. Throwing and tip, nearly intercepted by Troy Dye right on the spot there. Dye's had a great preseason, building on what was a great season last year. Signed as a special team ace. Ended up getting a lot of work with the injury to Perriman and showed out, earned himself a nice, healthy raise.
They brought Colston on the rush, and then Dye went from the right side and just buzzed over to the left flat to take away that hot route.
So here we go. Naheem Miller-Hines, who put 2 on the ground last week to receive with no Darius Davis out there. And this is a line drive.
You got lots of
push
room.
him way back. Fielded at the 16, and Miller-Hines makes the first man miss, spins out of a tackle all the way past the 30 to the 32-yard line. 68-yard punt with a 14-yard return. Ethan Evans with a lot of leg in that one. And with all the injuries, we'll keep it here.
467-267 for halftime for a chance to win a
Let's see if the Chargers can get some type of run game going here.
It looks like Vidal going to get some more run. He's out there with Matt Locke, Trey Harris.
We got a Ram down there.
Oh, we do. I just noticed that. Gadsden, the tight end, coming out. Guys don't like playing on Saturday, maybe. Let's move these games to Sunday.
Kidding.
Again, if you're just checking in, Alohi Gilman, although Shannon told us he's fine, went down. And then on offense, 2 receivers, Quinton Johnston, we feel looked to be knocked out the way his arm was put in that prone position when he went to the ground, took a shot to the chin, was not flagged.
You do see, though, why, if you are going to play starters, this is the week to do it. I don't imagine you would see him at all next week.
No.
So give him a little bit of time to recover from a couple guys that get beat up a little bit today.
Yeah, in the case of Keandre Lambert-Smith, same thing. Just took a shot to the helmet. So Heineke breaks huddle. Yes, we got Jaquay Jackson all alone to the left. Harris on the right. Vidal in the backfield. And Heineke to throw. Throws. And it's Jackson with the catch. Nice move as he pushes the smaller corner forward for a gain of 13.
Yeah, he's just able to run a nice curl route. That was a timing route. And once he catches that curl, he's able to turn around, get up the field, and show you a little strength to get some extra yards after the catch. Working on Lampkin.
Last week, Heineke struggled. Just 1 of 5 for 8 yards. Was sacked once.
He's got to throw on time. To me, that's when he's got a chance. You got a soft corner down here at the bottom you can work on.
That's Trey Harris, the second rounder. Rookie out of Ole Miss. And here's a handoff to Kamani Vidal looking to bounce it. And nowhere to go as he's dropped at the 45-yard line. No gain. It'll be 2nd and 10.
I wanted to run a little stretch play there. When you get penetration, which they got, that just kind of disrupts the whole thing. When you have to loop when you're the quarterback trying to get out there, get outside for that stretch handoff, when you get penetration, it knocks you off your path. The whole play gets screwed up.
It's the right side of that line with Barnhart and Stewart. Heineke clears it out. He's got 3 receivers to his left. He's looking middle, and there you go. Catch made into plus territory at the 49-yard line by Jalen Johnson. 6 yards. It'll bring up a 3rd and 4. Jalen was a preseason stud last year. I've not heard much from the second-year player out of ECU this preseason. Chargers 1 of 3 on 3rd down. It's 7-3 Rams. 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter here. Preseason week 2, week 3 for the Chargers. Break huddle. You got the rookie tight end And the rookie receiver, Gadsden and Harris to the left.
Timeout.
Timeout called by Jim Harbaugh. Chargers Impact Fund, a nonprofit charity committed to empowering youth, generating access, and creating opportunity. To learn how you can help make a difference, visit chargers.com/impact.
All right, 3rd and 3. I'm going to let you be the play caller here. What do you want, Money?
I want a Rondé Gadsden. That's what I want. Little stick route. Get that big body moving. He's been so good in practice and training camp.
Well, let's try and give him some space to work.
Right. We got a nice 3rd and 3, manageable. Like you said, the defensive line of the Rams have been getting some push, so let's get something quick here. Keep this thing going. A break huddle. It's Vidal in the backfield. There it is again. Gadsden and Harris to Heineke's left, and now in motion. Johnson's going to join him in that bunch formation. Jackson all alone to the right. 3 on the line of scrimmage for the Rams. They rush 4. Heineke looking, and he's going to take off. There you go. Taylor Heineke dives forward for the first down to the Ram 43-yard line, and it's a big part of his game. 5-yard gain, Heineke, in his career. 3 rushing touchdowns, and we saw him use his legs last year in spot duty.
I think he's got to compete and try and guarantee he gets a spot on the roster. I know it's his 8th year. I know he's getting a little bit of money, but this quarterback room with Trey Lance doing what he's done, and we've seen DJU make some big throws, so I won't be surprised to see him use his legs a little bit more.
Yeah, Lance actually got $500,000 more in guaranteed money than Heineke. If you're following the money, that's maybe advantage Trey Lance. Strength of the line is right. Handoff to Vidal. He gets hit in the backfield and dropped by Keir Thomas. Loss of 1. It'll be a 2nd and 11, and they are just running over the right side of that line.
The right side of the line is having a tough go of it. Branson Taylor's on the ground at the end of the play. It's not a great look. They are very much an attacking front. Even though it's the backups for the Rams, they are getting up the field in a hurry.
So from the shotgun, 2 receivers left, Jackson to the right. Heineke takes the snap, a little bit low, digs it out, and under duress, now he can take off, and there you go. Heineke's legs again to the 40, to the 35, left sideline, has the first down to the Ram 30, taking a page out of the Trey Lance playbook last week for 14 yards. And we got 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Chargers down 7-3. We got another player down, a Ram, on the Chargers sideline.
He's writhing in some pain.
Yeah. Is that Chris Paul? Yeah, that's Chris Paul, the rookie 5th rounder they drafted out of Ole Miss. And he's, like you said, DJ, still writhing in pain. They're taking a look at that right leg.
Looks like he's trying to get up here.
Yep.
No, if maybe it was a cramp.
Well, he's hobbling for sure. He's trying to walk it off. He almost went back to the ground there. Nice run by Heineke, though. You know, it's what we called for from Trey Lance last week. And as we mentioned, DJ, you forget that that's a big part of Heineke's game. And one of the reasons that he found his way to the league. Remember, Heineke, a wild story in Minnesota, as he was all set to end up being their starter. This is his 5th season in the league after the injury to, jog my memory here,
Bridgewater?
Yes. Teddy Bridgewater gets hurt. Heineke's next in line. His buddy gets locked out of his apartment, and he punches his way through a window to get back in, slices a tendon, and his season's over. Opportunity gone. And, of course, got the opportunity in Washington.
Did a nice job in the playoff game.
Pretty much cemented his spot in the league as a backup for a good decade. You do something like that. I remember hearing I think it was Matt Leinart that told the story in Buffalo where he had kind of known it was done and had to come into a game, and he was like, yep, knew it was over. Second I had to go into the game, I knew that was going to be that.
That's funny.
So Rocket Sanders had a nice week last week in his debut in the backfield now on this first down from the Rams 30. And Heineke, play action, sets his feet, throws, caught. Nice snatch there at the 24-yard line by Sanders. 8-yard gain. I know that was something you said was kind of a question about him coming out of South Carolina, DJ, but man, he plucked that ball.
He made a nice catch last week as well on an adjustment. It's not always pretty. It's not, I wouldn't say graceful.
Right.
But got the job done.
That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Chargers will have a 2nd and 2, knocking on the door of the red zone. When we return, they trail the Rams at the end of the first, 7-3 on the LA Chargers Football Network.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 35 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of our over 280 locations right here in Southern California. Once again, that's uclahealth.org.
Santa Monica College, the #1 college in transfers for 34 years in a row. Looking for a great job or boost to a top 4-year university? SMC is the perfect place to get you there. Enroll for their fall semester at smc.edu. That's smc.edu.
I'm so excited driving around my brand new car. What's going on, you guys? It is Stryker, the 2025 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid, which I absolutely love. When you're cruising around in a Hyundai hybrid vehicle, this means you're getting great fuel efficiency without the lifestyle change. You don't have to stop to charge ever, and of course, less frequent trips to the gas station. It's the 2025 Tucson Hybrid, top-notch safety features, advanced tech, eye-catching design. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
Popsicles, sprinklers, a cool breeze. Talk about refreshing. You know what else is refreshing this summer? A brand new phone with Verizon. Yep, get a new phone on any plan with Select Phone Trade-In and My Plan. And lock down a low price for 3 years on any plan with My Plan. This is a deal for everyone, whether you're a new or existing customer. Swing by Verizon today for our best phone deals. 3-year price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate only. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
Step right up! The Marinelli Brothers Circus is coming to Downey August 28th through September 15th. Experience a fantastic circus show beyond compare, featuring heart-pounding stunts, jaw-dropping acts, and mesmerizing artistry. Get your tickets now at MarinelliBrosCircus.com.
Back to more LA Chargers football.
Left sideline, 10-5. Flips into the end zone.
On the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Start of the second quarter, injury-riddled first frame. Quinton Johnston, Alohi Gilman, Keandre Lambert-Smith. Shannon Todos-Alohi looked fine. Quinton and Keandre both to the locker room, so we'll pay attention to that. 8th play of the drive here. Taylor Heineke having a nice second drive. First one was a 3-and-out, but he's used his legs here. 2 carries for 19 yards, and they got a 2nd and 2. I formation. Matlock ahead of Rocket. Got about 550 pounds there between them. And we got flags everywhere. False start.
False start. Offense number 71. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
That's Branson Taylor, the rookie out of Pitt.
Yeah, they shifted the defensive front, and he reacted to it.
Taylor converting to guard after playing tackle at Pitt. Dealt with an injury last year. So instead of a 2nd and 2, we got a 2nd and 7 now. Vidal all alone in the backfield. Bunch formation. Gadsden, Johnson, and Harris to the right. And that's Keandre Lambert-Smith out there. Good to see him back. So rolling to his right is Heineke, looking downfield, throwing across his body, and there we go. There's the Gadsden we were talking about all the way down to the 15-yard line. How about that athleticism from the tight end, DJ? 12 yards.
Yeah, a little boot and able to get his eyes back inside. Gadsden blocks for a count of 2 and then releases and does a nice job of breaking a tackle and picking up the first down.
So 1st and 10, right hash, moving left to right now as they flip the field. We can't have nice things and have them score in front of us here.
Always going to be down there.
Never fails. But again, big news is Keandre Lambert-Smith back out there. He's with Trey Harris to the left. Matlock in motion, settles in on the left side of that line. There's the handoff to Vidal. And again, just nothing doing. He gets hit in the backfield, able to spin off it, though, and a nice second and third effort from Vidal for 4 yards.
It's just penetration. It continues to be an issue. The Rams were able to get on the other side of the line of scrimmage. That time it was the linebacker just ducking inside. That was Tony Fields the second.
Was that Andre James that was down on the ground? Seems like every time we look
There's
up,
somebody on the ground on just about every play.
Stuart Barnhart to the right.
So I like when they're throwing it, when they're moving the pocket a little bit, too.
And that's David Sharp, who they signed. He's an 11-year vet after the Slater injury. Here's a handoff to Vidal. Again, looking for a lane. He's hit at the line of scrimmage at the 8-yard line and ends up picking up 4. So that'll bring up a manageable 3rd and 3. A lot of options here for Greg Roman.
He's got to stay attached to blocks. That time was Andre James, just kind of fell off.
2 of 4 on 3rd down. Chargers trail 7-3. Knocking on the door here from the 8-yard line. The crowd's starting to fill in a little bit, getting loud here as it's a Rams home game. We got stacked receivers to the left. Lambert, Smith, and Harris. And we got movement all over this line.
Pick your choice here.
Yeah.
False start. Offense number 72. 5-yard penalty. Go 3rd down.
That's Sharp we mentioned, actually 9th season. I said 11th. My mistake. Was drafted back in 2017 in the 4th round by the Raiders and has come to find and learn a number of fight songs around the NFL.
Well traveled.
Yep. So now instead of a 3rd and 3, you got yourself a 3rd and 8. Break huddle, trips to the left. Gadsden, Johnson, Harris to the right, all alone, one-on-one is Keandre Lambert-Smith from the shotgun. Here's Heineke.
That's right, work down here to 84.
Heineke under pressure. He goes down. Never had a chance. Brendan Jackson got back there. Desjuan Johnson got back there. Take your pick.
Yeah, Barnhart got beat first. He was the first one to get beat, and Corey Stewart was the second one to get beat.
Loss of 8.
That right side, I mean, you got 2 guys in there in a hurry.
So Dicker back out. This will be a 39-yarder, right hash. That thing unraveled in a hurry. At a 3rd and 3. And Dicker's kick is bending in and good. He's got that Dicker draw. That thing started well outside the right upright, but bent through. So 7-6 now, Rams lead the Chargers. A little over 12 minutes left in the half on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Let's be honest. Relationships shouldn't be this hard. It's time to say goodbye, grass, because you deserve better. Break up with your lawn and upgrade to a beautiful, low-maintenance, California-friendly garden. Go to BeWaterWise.com and start a new relationship that saves you water today. BeWaterWise.com.
I auditioned for Old Broadway once, only I was off-key, off-beat, and off-stage. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
It's gonna be hot thunder from down under, live August 15th.
Number 2.
The Marketplace, because poke, pizza, and pork ribs are a party on your plate.
And the number 1 reason.
Football is back. Grab a beer, give your team a cheer. Need I say more? Watch everywhere you eat, stay, and play.
Morongo, good times.
The legacy continues. The all-new 2025 Toyota 4Runner is here. Conquer any terrain with its available 4-wheel drive, confident ground clearance, up to an amazing 465 pound-feet of torque, and that iconic power rear window, it's here to stay. This is the new face of adventure, the all-new 4Runner, available now at your Toyota dealer. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
There's never been a better time to find the Toyota that's just right for you at Toyota.com. You can explore our full lineup of vehicles, compare features side by side, search our available inventory, see our latest offers, find a dealer. You can even build, price, and accessorize your Toyota right online. So for your next Toyota car, truck, or SUV, just visit Toyota.com. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Angeles.
LA.
There goes Herbert to the end zone.
This is your home of the Bolts.
20-yard run for Justin Herbert.
On the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Our UCLA Health Drive summary presented by UCLA Health, keeping you on top of your game. 12 plays for the Bolts, 47 yards, 7 minutes, 3 seconds. Nice clock-churning drive. A few Taylor Heineke runs, and it results in a 39-yard field goal from Cameron Dicker. Last kickoff went out of bounds. See if we can get this one to land inside that sweet spot. It does. Fielded at the 3-yard line between the hashes. And, oh, boy, here we go. A lane all the way out to the 30. But a flag comes in from the backfield. So likely going to move that one back a bit. See what Bill Vinovich has to say here.
During the return, holding. Receiving team number 43. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
That is Nate Valcarcel. As we quickly take 10 seconds for our stations to ID themselves on the LA Chargers Football Network.
This is the flagship of the LA Chargers Audio Network. KFI KOST HD2 Los Angeles, an iHeart radio station.
So backs them all the way up to the 17-yard line. And there's the rookie, Jamari Caldwell. Defensive tackle, third-round selection. Had a big game last week against the Saints. Caleb Murphy with the 2 sacks out there as well. And I don't know who that was in the backfield.
I think it's Tony.
Was that Tony? Tony Jefferson. Indeed it was.
Jefferson made the stop.
Gain of 5. Tony almost had him in the backfield.
Gain of 5. Second.
Oh, actually, no. That was a Boydby that got in the backfield.
Yeah, he got up the field. He just couldn't turn the corner to finish. But you had Tony there to clean it up.
Yeah. Gain of 5. Now they go empty for Bennett. 3 right, 2 left. And Bennett sets his feet, completes. And it's an easy pitch and catch. And that could be, well, it'd be appropriate if they flagged that. Gain of 10 for Britton Covey.
Troy Dye, a little WWE right there.
Right. Lifted him up off the ground, drove him into the turf. He's still in bounds when he lifted him up. Another first down. Stetson Bennett, though, incredibly efficient here today. Led a touchdown drive and a 3-and-out. Now he's back out here for his 3rd series. Again in the backfield, it's the rookie Jarquez Hunter. And off to Hunter. Looking for room and keeps those legs moving. He's going to pick up 6 yards.
Hunter carries the ball.
Morris Brash dropped him.
I'll tell you what, I know things are a little up in the air with Matthew Stafford's health, but if they had to go out there and win a game, Stetson Bennett's shown he can go out there and compete.
Well, this is good. Shannon, what do you got?
Yeah, I've got Khalil Mack here, and you have had a week of practice. Did I read correctly? Did you have 3 back-to-back sacks?
I'm not sure. I don't know if I was supposed to even sack the quarterback in practice, but yeah, man, we just having fun, man, playing football and Thule and Bud and all those guys, man. It's always exciting to go out and get better every week. And, yeah, just practicing hard.
You've been a fan of Thule since day one from the jump. He has an elevated role this season, some leadership opportunities. What have you seen in him year to year?
Man, year to year, this is just another level of maturity. Year to year, he always kind of was mature, but it's like another level of focus, and we kind of see like another different level of hunger. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see him play.
I'm glad you brought up hunger. I think it was last season when someone asked you, how hungry are you? And I'm like, what are you doing? Asking Khalil Mack that question.
Yeah, that's how I felt when he asked, but I'd rather show than tell. And yeah, hopefully my play is speaking for itself without me having to say too much.
I thought about you today. I was driving in and the Gap Band came on, outstanding. And I heard that when you're on the aux, it's all old school. Old school
flavor. I always been an old soul, and so yeah, when it comes to the Ozzy Brother, the Gap Band, Luther Vandross, all those different old school artists, that's kind of always been my flavor.
Do you love the Kendricks' Luther song?
Oh yeah, that's a dope song, man. That's a dope song. I love that sample. That's one of my favorite songs. Is this where we're mine? That's one of my favorite songs. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, nice to talk to you. Looking forward to see you play this season.
No doubt. Thank you so much for your time.
Guys.
There we go. Thank you, Shannon. I'm listening to some Gap Band on the way home.
Let's go.
Meanwhile, Stetson Bennett is just driving the ball down the field, finding open spot after open spot against this Chargers defense, having his way with them.
It's a nice throw and completion, but that's also Tony Jefferson is a veteran in the league in a preseason game, just making a firm, solid tackle, not using his head.
So, into plus territory. Handoff. And again, breaking tackles all over the place is Hunter. He has been a load to bring down, clocking in at 5'10", 209 pounds. That's an 11-yard gain. He got hit in the backfield.
Yeah, they all run hard, and that's a trait that Les Snead is always going to go after. Went to his alma mater in Auburn to find Hunter. He pulled right through that tackle and showed a little burst.
8th play of the drive here. As they break huddle, Hunter stays in the backfield. Bennett under center. See if Chargers can bow up here. Single high safety is Jefferson. Hand off again. And again, there's no hole. And this time they're able to stuff him. Troy Dye there at the 14-yard line. A gain of 1. Now they'll give him 2.
Gain of 2 on play.
Still got Troy Dye out there. Tony Jefferson. A number of players that you would see in the regular rotation. Ja Taylor. Good to see Nico Reed back after his big game against Detroit after missing last week. He's out there with Bridges as the corners. Bennett in the shotgun. Moving right to left. Looking to throw. And it's a quick toss to Smith. Smith wrapped up by Bridges and cleaned up by Mickens. At about the 9-yard line, a gain of 4. It'll bring up a 3rd, and we'll call it 4.
It's a fun scheme to watch with the Rams. I mean, they spread you sideline to sideline in the pass game, and then they hit you with some downhill runs.
Ball on the left hash. Chargers break huddle.
Somebody get some penetration, get a negative play here.
Right. That Randolph, who had that big play, made all the highlights last week on the right end spot there. And here's the handoff. And there's Troy Dye. And again, Hunter just escapes, picks up the first down. They needed 4. He gets 5, and now a goal to go. Cleaned out the left side of that line of the Chargers.
You're just getting a double team on that right side and just collapse that defensive front. That's a lot of movement by these Rams backups. Hey, look, it's backups versus backups at this point in time.
Caldwell out there with a Boygby as your tackles. Caleb Murphy, Tremont Morris-Brash your edges. Bennett, hands off again. And there you go. Met in the hole. And that time, Charger, I believe that was Junior Colson, able to hold his ground. Gets about a half yard, 2nd and goal from the 4.
I'd be surprised you saw one of those RPOs again here from the Rams. They scored on previously.
7-6, Rams on top. Another clock churning drive coming up on 7 minutes here for this one. And they break. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Hunter stays in the backfield. Bennett in the shotgun. Tight end in motion to throw, rolling to his right. Now under pressure, here comes Morris-Brash, and he's going to have to get rid of it. Nice play by Morris-Brash. Didn't take the bait on the pump fake. Forced the incompletion. 3rd and goal.
It was the RPO. He just rushed the fake a little bit, Stetson Bennett did. So he didn't really sell the run very hard, and the Chargers were able to stay plastered in coverage.
Another way he asked about Matthew Stafford. One of the beat writers asked whether or not he did, in fact, have his workout, and the Rams declined comment, said that Sean McVay would talk about it in his press conference on Monday.
Interesting.
Right? 2 of 3 on 3rd down. And there's the handoff. There's Hunter, and he is stuffed. Morris-Brash there. We have 4th and goal from the 3. And they're going to go for it. Yeah, why not? Preseason game. There we go. It's a Boygby that got there first and made the stop.
Yeah, I got some of that push and penetration.
So here we go. They did it last week against the Saints on a 4th and goal. Can they do it again? I think you're right, DJ, on that RPO. Would not be surprised to see that here. Nico Reed, Triquest Bridges, your corners. Mickens and Jefferson, your safeties.
Let's get Caleb Murphy, get a pressure here off the right side.
Murphy, Morris, Brash, your edges from the shotgun. Bennett to throw. Looking, throwing, and broken up. Tony Jefferson able to get his hand in there and swat it down. Veteran comes up big. It'll be a turnover on downs. The Chargers will have it from their own 3. Trailing by 1 with 4 minutes to go in the half when we return on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcasts have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era.
And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
Or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
Hi, it's Tim Cates. I've been so lucky to have spoken with dozens of the country's top coaches on my Masters in Coaching podcast. You know what they all have in common? They've all gotten their Masters in Coaching from Concordia University, Irvine. Coaches, transform your sports program, your career, and get to the next level. Apply for the fall term at Concordia University, Irvine. Classes start on Monday, August 18th, but I wouldn't wait. Every new student gets $1,000 off. Go to cui.edu/coaching, cui.edu/coaching.
Like our championship-winning boys in blue, your Southern California Chevy dealers have star talent at every position. Leading off, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Southern California, Chevy Silverado, with 9 unique trims to choose from, including ZR2, designed for maximum off-road performance and capability. With features like an off-road cut front bumper and 2-inch factory lift, no roads are no problem. Looking for a bold and sporty high-performance pickup? That's RST. From its aggressive style to its responsive feel, it's an energizing presence that really stands out. And for the ultimate combination of luxury and capability, there's High Country, offering premium leather seating and a 5.3-liter V8 engine, so you're both comfortable and in command. Stop by and drive one home today, or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility new retail registrations using large pickup segmentation. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details.
What you doing this? That's what tonight's about.
Back to more LA Chargers football.
Run! Run!
On the LA Chargers Audio Network.
7-6, Rams on top. 4 minutes left in the half. Rams go 14 plays, 79 yards, covers 8 minutes, 3 seconds, get no points out of it. They went for it on 4th and goal from the 3. So the Chargers take over. Heineke with his heels on the goal line. Offset eye, Rocket, Sanders, Matlock in the end zone. Trey Harris in motion. Rams crowding the line of scrimmage. Handoff to Sanders, and he's trying to bounce it, and he does, to the 5, to the 7, to the 10, to the 12, all the way out to the 14-yard line, and a first down, DJ. How about that? Sanders making something out of nothing with a gain of 11.
A little hesitation move on Cam Lampkin out there in space.
A little stiff arm.
They didn't even get a hand on him.
3:30 to go in the half. Get that first play. And
that's a great drive starter.
Absolutely. Break huddle. Gadsden, Keandre Lambert-Smith to the left, Harris to the right, Matlock attached on the right side, and now Vidal in the backfield. Hand off to Vidal. Vidal looking for the crease, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage. Falls forward to the 17. Jack Heflin got him. Gain of 4.
Kind of take your time, I think, until you can get this ball out towards middle of the field, and then you can start picking it up. They're still huddling.
Yeah, I think it was #1 key to the game, healthy. And we got no problems in the booth. We're running the ball. Heineke breaks huddle. Harris, Gadsden to the left. All alone, one-on-one. Lambert-Smith to the right. Offset eye. Heineke to throw, looking left, still looking left, throwing left, a little high and behind Trey Harris.
You had a little bit of a squat corner there, though, so that ball's got to be put right on his numbers. If you lead him outside, it probably gets picked, and that one just sailed on him.
Stops the clock at 2:37. Chargers 2 of 5 on third down. This a 3rd and 6 from their own 17. So big conversion here, if this one counted. 3 to the left, Harris, Gadsden, Johnson, and Jackson to the right. Vidal in the backfield. Rams showing blitz as a 5th rusher is creeping up to the line of scrimmage. They rush 4. Heineke, middle of the field, caught. Trey Harris snatched it out of the air all the way to the 30-yard line for a gain of 13.
That's great to see. I mean, that's where he can make his living with his intelligence and toughness in the middle of the field.
And now no huddle, DJ. Well, that's where they wanted to get. Now they're going to run with it at the 2-minute warning. 2:15 to go. Shotgun snap. Quick throw out. And again, way high for Harris, who thankfully didn't take a shot in the middle of his back from Charles Woods. Flag on the play. Or maybe not. They picked it up.
That one sailed way up. He went up there, was initially with 2 hands, and he didn't realize he was going to get popped, so he put one of those hands down to protect himself.
Smart. 2:13 left in the half. Chargers with 2 timeouts. Rams have all 3. They break huddle. It's Keandre Lambert-Smith and Jalen Johnson to the left. Trey Harris and Gadsden to the right. Vidal in the backfield.
Middle of the field, you got split safeties.
And it's a delayed handoff to Vidal, and he is met in the backfield and dropped by Nick Hampton. Loss of 1. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Chargers going to be faced with a 3rd and 11 when we return. They trail 7-6 here in the first half of the Rams on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era.
And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
Or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is California's #1 entertainment destination for all the hottest acts. Don't miss Carrie Underwood as she brings her brand of pop country singing and songwriting to Yamava Theater on September 5th. Catch pop punk legends Green Day when they rock the stage on September 30th. And don't forget to bring the energy for Tim McGraw on October 25th. Only at Yamava. You in? Visit YamavaTheater.com for details. Must be 21 or over to enter.
Popsicles, sprinklers, a cool breeze. Talk about refreshing. You know what else is refreshing this summer? A brand new phone with Verizon. Yep, get a new phone on any plan with Select Phone Trade-in and My Plan. And lock down a low price for 3 years on any plan with My Plan. This is a deal for everyone, whether you're a new or existing customer. Swing by Verizon today for our best phone deals. 3-year price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate only. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
The 2025 Ford F-150, California's best-selling truck brand.
Now is the time to get into that Ford you've been eyeing with Ford's summer sales event. Go see your local Southern California Ford dealers and get the hottest deals with 0 payments for up to 90 days on select Ford vehicles.
From the F-150 or F-150 electric to the Mustang Mach-E, whatever model you've been looking at is ready for you.
Plus, get a complimentary maintenance plan for 24 months. Go to buyfordnow.com for details. You're listening to LA Chargers football.
Touchdown, Chargers!
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers Audio Network.
7-6. Rams on top of the Bulls with the 2-minute warning. Chargers with the ball at their own 29-yard line after the loss of 1 on that handoff. It'll be a 3rd and 11. Chargers 3 of 6 on 3rd down. Taylor Heineke has had the first half, saved the opening series from Justin Herbert, which led to a field goal. If you're just checking in, Quinton Johnston took a shot, had to be carted off, and it looked like it was a concussion-level issue. Alohi Gilman, Keandre Lambert-Smith also with some injury issues, but Alohi's fine. Shannon Farron was down there with her eyes on that, and we've seen Keandre Lambert-Smith. He's in the huddle right now, so good news there.
I don't know if they can protect it, but if you could hit a double move here because these Rams corners are squatting on everything. But it's going to take some protection and time.
Well, they got a good pass protector back there right now in Naheem Miller-Hines, the vet. One-on-one press coverage for Keandre Lambert-Smith to the left. Same deal on the right for the other rookie, Trey Harris. Right hash, Heineke. Shotgun snap. Pockets holding up. Has a shot downfield, and that is swatted down, intended for Keandre Lambert-Smith, and really never had an opportunity. It was thrown behind him, and probably closer to Charles Woods, the defensive back, than it was Lambert-Smith.
Yeah, it was a deep end cut. I thought he drifted just a little bit instead of coming flat, but that ball was well behind him.
So Scott will punt it away.
I like Lambert-Smith more vertical money. Get him vertical and on crossers where his speed plays.
Covey set up at his own 20. Scott to kick it away from his own 15. And again, a high spiraling kick, pushing Covey all the way back to the 11. Returnable. There's Lambert-Smith. Trips him up. Beautiful play. Keandre Lambert-Smith, who I don't think did much special teams action at Auburn at all. And a beautiful play there, tripping him up all the way back to the 14-yard line. 58-yard punt, just a 2-yard return. See how the Rams opt to play this with 1:44 left and all 3 timeouts on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era.
And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
Or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
If you owe the IRS or state, if you've received a levy or garnishment notice, the worst thing you can do is ignore it. The problem isn't going away, and the longer you put it off, the more penalties and interest keep piling up. So what should you do? Call a company that can help. The experts at Rush Tax Resolution know how to fight the IRS and win. Rush Tax is A+ rated with the BBB, and they've helped thousands of people put an end to their tax problems for good. And if you're a business owner and owe payroll taxes, did you know the IRS can shut you down and come after you personally? Rush Tax helps business owners stay in business. They've even been able to stop levies and garnishments the same day. Call 800-485-3021 now, and Rush Tax will tell you upfront and for free if they can help. And they only take cases they know they can help. 800-485-3021. 800-485-3021. 800-485-3021. Or rushtaxresolution.com.
The 2025 Ford F-150, California's best-selling truck brand.
Now is the time to get into that Ford you've been eyeing with Ford's summer sales event. Go see your local Southern California Ford dealers and get the hottest deals with 0 payments for up to 90 days on select Ford vehicles.
From the F-150 or F-150 electric to the Mustang Mach-E, whatever model you've been looking at is ready for you.
Plus, get a complimentary maintenance plan for 24 months. Go to buyfordnow.com for details.
1, 2, 3.
You're listening to LA Chargers football.
They started something special right here, man. Let's go.
All season long.
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Shannon Farron down on the field. Daniel Jeremiah, me, Matt Money Smith in the booth as the Chargers trail the Rams here in preseason game number 3 for the Bolts. 7-6. Been a lot of moving up and down the field, but not a lot of points. 1:44 left. Stetson Bennett breaks huddle. He's 8 of 11 for 84 yards and a touchdown. Drove him all the way down to the 3, but couldn't finish it last time. Jarquez Hunter in the backfield with him, and he's going to throw. It's a quick out to his tight end, and a beautiful tackle by Nico Reed. As gets him down in bounds. Oh, no, he doesn't. They're going to stop the clock there.
He drove on that in a hurry.
That was Mark Redmond, the rookie out of Louisville. And we got flags. No, we don't. Just got a whistle. What do we got here?
Previous play is under review.
Yeah, I thought he got him in bounds.
Which kind of defeats the purpose to change it now after they've stopped the clock.
Exactly.
As soon as they wind it, they'll snap it. And it's really filled in here.
Yeah. Yeah, we had it last week for the Chargers, here for the Rams. A lot of Charger fans out here, too. We got Herbert, Tomlinson. Got a Harbaugh jersey in front of us. You want the best seats at the lowest prices, access to exclusive members-only events, merchandise, discounts, and more. Visit Chargers.com/tickets and become a Charger season ticket member today. I missed that on the replay here.
You're rolling on the field stands. Check it down.
All right. Bill Vinovich, our referee.
Well, that is a very loud official review in the ribbon here in the screen. Holy cow.
Yeah, that is red. Like an Office Depot ad.
It's like coming back into the same house, but the decorations are just a little different.
Right. Bennett in the shotgun. Hunter to his left on a 2nd and 7. All 3 timeouts still and 1:39 on the clock. And there's the flag. We got movement on the line.
False start. Offense number 50. 5-yard penalty. Still second out.
That's the center, Bo Limmer.
I wouldn't be surprised if you got a run here from the Rams. I'm curious to see if Harbaugh burn a timeout.
Oh,
I can get the ball back for a little 2-minute.
Possibly, yeah. You know, going to go with Trey Lance for the entire second half. Maybe try to get Heineke one more run at it.
Trey's down there taking snaps, so.
Well, they break. They got 2 receivers each side. Hunter in the backfield. Bennett in the shotgun. To throw. They rush 4, and it's a quick throw out and well over the head of Drake Stoops. So a 3rd and 12. I'd be surprised if, well, see if they run it or not.
Well, this offense, I mean, to me, it's all about the threat of the run, right? And everything's built off that. It's just a pure drop back system. I mean, it's backups out here too, but it does not look the same.
Right. Bennett again in the shotgun. 4 on the line of scrimmage for the Bolts. And there's that run we were talking about. Hunter finds his way out to about the 19-yard line. And there's Harbaugh calling the timeout. So he'll get 90 seconds and 1 timeout following the punt. And see whether or not it'll be Lance or Heineke. Lance is throwing, but I think it'll be Heineke. And how about this, DJ? Keandre Lambert-Smith to return the punt.
Here we go.
Again, something he did not do at all in his college career. But he's got that 4.3 speed. He was acting as that gunner, made that beautiful tackle on the punt, which pinned him all the way in the back. 58-yard punt, which is a 2-yard return.
Caught that deep ball from Herbert right at the start of the game.
Yeah.
Ethan Evans on the field, the punt for Los Angeles Rams.
See if he hits another low liner here. Last time it was a lot of room to return it.
Love it. Tony Jefferson, man.
Still going.
Right? Still going. Punt return. So Lambert-Smith at his own 30. And this is returnable. Fields it at the 30. Surveys. Stops. Turns. And just
a lot of spinning.
A lot of spinning. You want pirouettes? Dre is your guy.
If you're a big spin guy, you love that.
Yeah. 31-yard line. It's a 52-yard punt and a 2-yard return, but if you count spins,
I think Darius is safe.
Yeah. So Heineke back out here. 6 of 10 for 56 yards and 2 carries for 19. He's got 1 timeout and 76 seconds to work with. Lambert-Smith and Johnson to the left. Gadsden and Harris to the right. Naheem Miller-Hines in the backfield. With Heineke in the shotgun. Heineke sets his feet. Looks to the flat. And on the crosser, a little bit too low for Johnson. Got rid of it before he was dropped by DeSwan Johnson.
He's down.
Yeah. He's getting up now.
He's going to have to come out, I think.
Looks like maybe his hand
got twisted around.
Oh, he got thrown down hard on that shoulder. Yeah, he's coming out. Here comes Trey Lance. 13 on the play clock. Lance sprints to the huddle. They only have 1 timeout. 70 seconds on the clock. 4 on the play clock. 3, takes the snap, looks to his left, throws to his left, complete. And how about Harris getting the extra yardage for the first down? That's a gain of 13. Clock running. They're not going to use their timeout. Lance now in the 2-minute drill, directing traffic. Miller Hines in the backfield, 2 on each side. Into the pattern, looking left, still looking left. And now Lance running to his right. He's going to use his legs. 40, 45, 50, 45, slides down, inbounds, 45 seconds on the clock. Still, and they're going to use their last time out there with 41 seconds. Beautiful run by, man. You want to talk about giddy up.
How about 2 plays just right into the game in a 2-minute drill, completion? They're trying to show a hold on this big screen here, which probably was.
That was a hold.
Yeah, probably
I'm going to give
was.
him credit on that.
But nice job by Trey. Good throw and a nice run, showing you some burst. It just looks, he's just so much bigger and faster.
Yeah.
And the ball pops out of his hand, too, when he throws it. His throwing motion, I'm anxious to talk to the coaches about that when I get a chance. They've kind of tightened his motion up a little bit.
Yeah, there was a big hitch in it at the start of training camp, and the accuracy issues were kind of showing up. And, man, it's just a different looking guy
he looks
here.
Good. Happy for him. He is a great kid.
Yeah. Remember, drafted number 3 overall after playing 1 game in a COVID season. Coming into the NFL. So they break huddle. Johnson, Harris to the left. Keandre Lambert-Smith to the right. Miller Hines in the backfield with Trey Lance. Looking middle of the field. Throwing right sideline for Keandre Lambert-Smith. Caught! Was he in bounds? And they say yes. Catch. What a grab by KLS.
Get on the ball. Get up there and run a play.
Man, they're right up on it. 35 seconds. As he was out of bounds, the clock is stopped.
The Rams use a timeout so they can see if they'll review it. It's not their choice. It's inside 2 minutes.
I'll say this. The ball didn't move.
The knee, I thought, looked like the knee was down.
It was.
It's just whether the butt cheek gets down.
Well, a knee counts as 2 feet.
But it's just what lands first. Is it the knee or the butt here?
He's got 2 feet. Doesn't matter. He's got 2 feet dragging, DJ.
And I didn't see the ball move at all as he goes to the ground.
Watch his feet as he catches it here. So, catch. Ball. Both those feet are down.
Yep.
You can see the
pellets.
black.
The pellets pop up on both feet. Yeah. What a catch. Heck of a throw, too.
I mean, you think about last year, we were looking for that deep threat.
Are they going to say that ball? It moves a little bit. He always has control
of it. Yeah. It can move as long as it doesn't hit the ground. Let's see what we got here.
I don't think they're moving the ball. I think this should stand.
Yeah. It's a beautiful throw by Trey. Yep, they're saying let's go. Great throw, great grab.
Fantastic. Trey Lance brought a little juice to this game.
I'm telling you, man. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 8, 35 seconds and no timeouts. They break huddle. Raheem Miller Hines to the left of Lance in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, Trey Harris and Gadsden to the right.
They weren't set.
Lance throws on the crosser. Flag came in on Gadsden.
They never got set.
No.
And I think it was Lambert-Smith was trying to get him to pause. He was looking at Trey going, wait, and never got set.
And Vinovich's mic is not working. So they'll back him up 5.
Illegal shift.
Oh, there we go.
Offense number 84. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Got it sorted out. That's why you didn't hear anything on the review. 4th penalty for the Bolts, 15 yards worth.
See if this opens up for Trey again where he can use his legs and go run. Saw that already in the preseason.
Lambert-Smith, Johnson, Gadsden to the left, Harris to the right. 5 on the line of scrimmage for the Rams. Make it 4, actually. Looking left, now looking right. Throwing to Miller Hines. Too high, incomplete. 2nd and goal from the 13.
That wasn't going to be but a yard or 2 even if he caught it.
Too quick.
They're playing almost a level defense out there where you're seeing 5 guys about 5 yards off the ball. It's not really that sticks defense because not everybody across the line, but there's just 2 layers to that group.
I want to see Raheem get that wheel going upfield.
There's no timeouts left, right?
Right.
So it'd be nice if you could pop a run, but I don't think you're going to want to do that here.
28 seconds left, trailing by 1. Lance to throw to the end zone, looking for KLS, and out of his reach. A lot of hand fighting there between he and Cam Lampkin. So 3rd and goal from the 13, 24 seconds left.
Yeah, it's just a lot of bodies to sort through out there in coverage, so he's trying to work on the perimeter. That one just need a little bit more air. Let him gather himself and be able to go up and get it. He's got a big height advantage.
3 of 7. Now 3rd down, the Chargers. Same personnel. Break huddle. And actually Jackson's checked into this game. And then you got the bunch formation to the right. Johnson. And now Trey Lance takes the snap to the end zone. Caught!
Oh, he got hit again. What do you have to get a
hammered.
flag here? That's the 3rd shot like that's taken place.
That was caught by Gadsden and then broken up by Engel, the same guy that put the headshot on Quinton Johnston. Here we're getting a look at it.
He hits him in the sternum. He's launching with his crown of his helmet.
So Cam Dickeron. That's a 2nd one for Engel. Again, he got the crown of his helmet on Johnston's chin and knocked him out. And there he put the crown of the helmet on Gadsden's hands. It was a beautiful throw from Lance. An absolute laser in there. So here's Cam Dicker to give the Chargers the lead, and he does exactly that. 9-7 Bolts, 16 seconds left, and what has been an incredibly long first half.
Your Los Angeles Rams at 7.
8 plays, 56 yards, 1 minute. That is our UCLA Health Drive summary presented by UCLA Health. Keeping you on top of our game, of your game, and mine.
It's hard to believe. I remember the last time I've seen 3 headshots, or at least that was the crown of the helmet, not to the head, but just dangerous plays.
Does the NFL do the pool report like the NBA does?
I don't know if they do it in the preseason or not.
Phil, what are we doing?
Phil, help us out here.
Come on, man. You know, hockey, you solve that with some vicious stick fighting.
Just see what you hit. That's the basic rule. Just see what you hit. Keep your head up. Keep your eyes up.
16 seconds left in the half. Rams still have 2 of their 3 timeouts. A nice kick by Dicker to the 2-yard line between the hashes. Trying to bounce it outside and cleaned out and dropped was Marlowe Wax. Had a couple big special teams tackles through the first 2 games. Another one there, a 21-yard return. And I'm assuming this will be a knee, but who knows? It's a big part of this 53-man roster, too. When you lose Simi Fehoko and you lose Nick Neiman, is making sure Ryan Fickens got the pieces he needs to once again field one of the best special teams units out there. And, in fact, they will take the knee. There it is, 9-7. Chargers go into the half with a 2-point advantage over the Rams. Ilo coming along with all that halftime coverage here on the LA Chargers Football Network.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 35 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of our over 280 locations right here in Southern California. Once again, that's uclahealth.org.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know to check you have your phone first, before the cab pulls away.
Hey, thanks, man.
No, wait, my phone, come back. It's got my boarding pass, credit cards, phone numbers, my life, come back.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Want to go to college this fall? Don't let money hold you back. To be eligible for a Cal grant and to get the most financial aid available, fill out your FAFSA or CATA by September 2nd. If you already submitted your FAFSA but only listed four-year colleges, that's okay. Just update your application to include the community college of your choice. Keep your college dreams alive and enroll now at icangotocollege.com.
More LA Chargers football is just minutes away.
Mere moment.
But first,
Great half!
this is LA Chargers halftime.
Hey, we got a whole nother half to finish this game.
Now here's your host on the LA Chargers Audio Network, Isaac Lowencroft.
Chargers with a 9-7 halftime lead over the Rams at SoFi Stadium. LA Chargers football presented by Cal Recycle. We're reimagining recycling in California. Put food scraps in your green bin, take California Redemption Value beverage containers to a recycling site, and get cash back. Learn more at recyclingreimaginedca.com. Big story this afternoon, Justin Herbert appearing in a preseason game for the first time in his NFL career. He played the opening series. He helped lead the Chargers to a 32-yard field goal by Cameron Dicker. He completed a 17-yard pass to Ladd McConkey. He also completed a 29-yard pass to Keandre Lambert-Smith. And then it was, all right, we'll see you in Sao Paulo on September 5th. He got out of that opening drive unscathed. Unfortunately, the same could not be said for Chargers receiver Quinton Johnston, who took a helmet-to-helmet hit by Rams safety Tanner Engel and then landed on the back of his head. He was, we're happy to report, moving his arms and legs, but did have to be carted off the field. So after Herbert's series and the 3-0 Chargers lead, Stetson Bennett led the Rams on a 60-yard touchdown drive, completed a 2-yard touchdown pass to Konate Mumpfield to give the Rams a 7-3 lead after one. Chargers, however, have the halftime lead, 9-7 over the Rams. We'll take a quick timeout, come back and relive the second quarter after these on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Picture this, a seamlessly managed print environment that saves you time, money, and headaches. With Toshiba's Encompass Managed Print Services, our team of experts will optimize your print productivity so you can focus on what matters. So, whether it's boosting your bottom line, saving precious IT resources, or better management of your printers, Toshiba's Encompass Managed Print Services has your back. Visit our website at business.toshiba.com to learn more. Toshiba, we're the managed print experts.
Like our championship-winning boys in blue, your Southern California Chevy dealers have star talent at every position. Leading off, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Southern California, Chevy Silverado, with 9 unique trims to choose from, including ZR2, designed for maximum off-road performance and capability. With features like an off-road cut front bumper and 2-inch factory lift, no roads are no problem. Looking for a bold and sporty high-performance pickup? That's RST. From its aggressive style to its responsive feel, it's an energizing presence that really stands out. And for the ultimate combination of luxury and capability, there's High Country, offering premium leather seating and a 5.3-liter V8 engine, so you're both comfortable and in command. Stop by and drive one home today, or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility new retail registrations using large pickup segmentation. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details.
Eric Dickerson here for my favorite spot in the desert, Spotlight 29.
When you're in the Coachella Valley, nobody brings you fun and excitement like Spotlight 29 Casino. They've added hundreds of new slots and 5 treasures baccarat exclusive to Spotlight 29.
And the best lineup of entertainers anywhere.
Go to spotlight29.com for details.
Plus, the gaming age is now 18.
So get to the Coachella Valley.
Great shows, bright lights, and big winnings. Spotlight 29.
Coachella's best bet. You're listening to LA Chargers football.
Touchdown, Chargers!
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers Audio Network.
The Chargers with a 9-7 halftime lead over the Rams at SoFi Stadium. Today's halftime highlights are presented by Valvoline. Keep your car or truck working at peak performance by taking it to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. And with a 15-minute drive-through oil change where they offer stay-in-your-car service while you wait. Locations all over Southern California. Find the location nearest you at SoCalOilChange.com. Chargers trailed 7-3 after one, but early in the second quarter, Taylor Heinicke led the Chargers on a 7-minute drive that resulted in a 39-yard field goal by Cameron Dicker to make it a 1-point game. Rams 7, Chargers 6. And then on the Rams' ensuing possession, they drove from their 18 all the way to the Chargers 3, where they went for it on 4th and goal.
Bennett to throw. Looking, throwing, and broken up. Tony Jefferson able to get his hand in there and swat it down. Veteran comes up big. It'll be a turnover on downs. The Chargers will have it from their own 3.
As the Rams come up empty on a 14-play, 8-minute and 3-second drive. After an exchange of punts, the Chargers took over at their 31 with 1:16 left of the second quarter. Taylor Heinicke at that point had to leave the game when he got hurt, so Trey Lance came in, completed a 12-yard pass to Trey Harris. Lance would then run for a 12-yard gain and then go for the big one on 1st and 10 at the Ram 45.
Miller Hines in the backfield with Trey Lance. Looking middle of the field. Throwing right sideline for Keandre Lambert-Smith. Caught! Was he in bounds? And they say yes, catch. What a grab by KLS.
37-yard gain, setting up a 31-yard field goal by Cameron Dicker that has given the Chargers a 9-7 halftime lead over the Rams. Matt Money Smith, Daniel Jeremiah, and Shannon Farron standing by to bring you the second half from SoFi Stadium after these, right here on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era.
And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
Or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
California, it's time to reimagine not only what we recycle, but how we recycle it. Putting food scraps in your green bin and taking California Redemption Value beverage containers to a recycling site to get your cash back are just 2 of the small steps you can take today for a greener tomorrow. This is how we're reimagining recycling, California. And it all starts right here. To learn more, visit recyclingreimaginedca.com.
Scoring your favorite LA Chargers gear has never been easier with 2 locations to choose from. The Equipment Room at SoFi Stadium and the Chargers team store located right there at 2144 East El Segundo Boulevard in the Chargers Commons Shopping Center. Open Thursday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Chargers team store is stocked with the latest limited edition merch drops, jerseys, headwear, sideline gear, and much more. To learn more, visit chargers.com/shop. Again, that's chargers.com/shop.
Hey everybody, it's Menace. Summer is here, and so are the Lazy Dog Restaurant's fresh new menu items. Try their crave-worthy seasonal dishes like the cauliflower ceviche, packed with citrus, veggies, and served with house-made chips and guacamole, or the cowboy ribeye burger, stacked with shaved ribeye and all the fixins. And backed by popular demand, the watermelon margarita. Grab a pitcher for only $25 during happy hour. Perfect for patio season. Get in here soon. Lazy Dog Restaurants, fresh, seasonal, delicious. LazyDogRestaurants.com.
30, 20, 10, touchdown, Chargers!
This is your home of the Bolts on the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Great halftime coverage by Isaac. As we are back at SoFi Stadium, Shannon Farron down on the field. Daniel Jeremiah and I up in the booth. Me, I should say, up in the booth. Matt Money Smith. It's a 9-7 Chargers lead. 3 field goals. Able to knock on the door, just penalties and small ones of the 5-yard variety got in the way once they get into the red zone. But what an admirable effort by Trey Lance, who was supposed to just play the second half. But Taylor Heinicke had to come off. Ball back at the 30-yard line. And Lance just not missing a beat, man. 2 big plays back-to-back to get them in position where Dicker could get that field goal that gave him the lead, DJ.
Explosive run, explosive pass, and I'm excited to watch him in the second half. He's not disappointed so far, and we've talked about him a lot this preseason and the need for him just to play, and that chance to just do a 2-minute drive, that's valuable for him at this point in time. He did a nice job. By the way, somebody has gone heavy on the chicken fingers down below us because it has been a heavy chicken finger smell the entire ball game.
Is that right?
Are they not eating them? I just don't know. Are they just like...
Well, I'm getting a look here. We got... well, I see some nachos. Here we go. I see your guy with the chicken fingers.
Okay, there he is.
Yeah, we got 2. We got 2. I'm going to say if they were playing, we got us a fullback and we got a nose tackle.
Yep.
And that nose tackle is giving Haloti Nada a run for his money.
Nice.
So maybe he's got a constant stream of chicken fingers coming. I don't think he's getting up to get them.
No. Oh, boy.
So your nose, DJ. We were looking at a replay of that Quinton Johnston.
Man.
I mean, that is just a straight crown of the helmet, lowered. It was Tanner Ingle. Just
twice.
Squats and launches into Q that knocked him out. No flag thrown. It was a scary moment that got us started here at SoFi on that series that Justin Herbert and all the starters were playing. Herbert with a beautiful flat pass to Ladd. Nice one to Keandre Lambert-Smith. Good run from Amari Hampton, and then unfortunately that overshadowed kind of everything.
It just halted the game, too.
Yeah, it was right there at the start. Herbert 2 of 5 for 46 yards. Heineke 6 of 11 for 56 and 2 carries for 19 yards. Mentioned it there earlier. Ran into my old friend Sam, my old employer, when I was at Pepperdine. I worked in the athletic department, and Sam Lagana, who's the PA announcer here for the Rams, ran it. But I'm sure he wouldn't mind me saying, as someone who calls a bunch of basketball games at Mackey, that's been their chant forever, man.
Really?
And I'm sure he maybe just went, well, whatever.
I'll bring it over here?
West Lafayette, take this thing to L.A.
That's funny.
That is, without question, the loudest basketball arena I have ever been.
Really?
It is nothing but concrete. It's an old concrete shed that, man, when it gets loud, you cannot hear yourself think.
I never would have guessed that if you asked the loudest arena.
I'm sure there's others that would push back. And
do they still have the elevated floor?
No.
I missed that.
Yeah, Minnesota.
I believe 80 years.
Yeah. Minnesota had the elevated floor. You know, that's a good question. Do they have they always put me up high. They put us on a perch when we called the games, just off the floor. But I don't think it is. All right, here's Cam Dicker. Enough Purdue basketball talk left to right. Fielded at the 1 between the hashes. And Chargers covering it pretty darn well. Stop him at the 35. Able to push forward just past, I should say, the 25 to the 27. Let's go back downstairs to Shannon Farron.
An update from the backfield this week, guys, with Najee Harris. It was the first time on Tuesday that we saw him running during the open portion of practice, doing individual drills to the side. Week 1 is still up in the air in terms of his status, but he prides himself on being available, reliable, never missed a game, most touches of anyone since he was drafted in 2021. Greg Roman saying there's going to be a rotation no matter what, that the day of one running back taking every rep has gone the way of the dinosaurs, essentially.
Yes. Najee expected to be a big part of that with Omari and Hampton. A couple big backs as Bennett stays in, takes the snap. Hands to his back, who picks up a yard maybe, and that is Hunter again. DJ, Hunter's been pretty impressive. Your scouting report on him when he was coming out from Auburn.
Yeah, ran really, really hard. That's where it starts. He ended up testing well. He ran in the low 4.4s coming out of Auburn. I had him as, kind of a fifth, sixth round pick type player.
He's looked impressive here today. Remember, they took Blake Corum in the 3rd last year. They take Hunter in the 4th this year, running so important to this Rams offense. Now Bennett to throw right on cue. Here comes a Boydby with some pressure. Throws behind Hunter, but a beautiful tackle. I want to say that was Quinton Johnston. That's a nice play. It was just he and Hunter in the open field, and it's a gain of just 2.
Yeah, it's not an easy tackle out there. Nice job of closing the space and getting him on the ground. Went back through my notes on Hunter just to get back to your question. Cutback vision, steps through tackles, which we've seen today, runs downhill, can extend and pluck in the pass game.
Yeah, we've definitely seen downhill and escape. Bunch formation, trips to the left, tight end to the right. Bennett looking left, still looking left, throwing quick, and there's the completion. Right at the marker. And they're going to say he got it. Gain of 7.
That's a good read.
The rookie out of Tulane, Mario Williams with the catch.
A little stick route and a little flat route, and was able to read that properly.
Well, they got Nico Reed in no man's land. He was following the receiver to the sideline. Left Williams all alone. Bennett did a good job of finding him. Hand off to Hunter. Looking for that hole, and spins out of a first tackle, but there's Williamson at the 41-yard line after a gain of 3 to make the stop. 2nd and 7. Chargers up 9-7 here. Start of the third quarter.
I think you're going to see from Sean McVay in the second half, he wants to run the ball or he wants to throw high percentage passes where that clock keeps running and he can get through this game.
I'm sure Coach Harbaugh would feel the same. Remember, Sean does not coach. Well, he kind of designates a head coach in the preseason, right? So he's there running it, but he's got guys that are running kind of everything for him and getting some experience on those sidelines. Here's a beautiful run by Hunter. Man, breaking tackles all over the place. Picks up a first down just shy of midfield, a gain of 8.
And I just ran a little toss. They were able to pin on those down blocks and then get outside. That was 61 with a nice block out there on the perimeter. A.J. Curry.
And they played their offensive line the entire game for the most part. Well, Limmer played the whole game.
They don't have a lot of options.
No, it's kind of like the Chargers with corners. They're like, why is Josh still in the game? They're down corners. Need guys to get healthy. So a 1st and 10 on top of the logo, just shy of midfield. There's play action. Bennett sets his feet, throws downfield, wide open. That's Brennan Presley for 26 yards.
Yeah, little scissors. They're running a lot of these routes where you're seeing the stacked releases and then they're switching when they get down the field, and the Chargers haven't been able to stick with it.
See, I was second-guessing myself. The PA guy called him Presley Brennan. No, it's Brennan Presley. 2 last names. You don't get a lot of those. You know, you get a lot of first names.
You love up, he's your mentor and all that stuff, and then you just kill him.
Hey, whatever, Sam. Figure it out, man. From the shotgun on first down at the 25. Bennett to throw again. Here comes the blitz. Does not get there. Oh, nearly picked off by Mickens. And it's going to end up being a gain of 6. See, there you go. He corrected it. Brennan Presley with the catch.
That was a little quick out route, and he undercut it. And Mickens, I mean, if his arms are an inch longer, he's able to haul that in. Got his hands to it.
Presley got that.
Wow.
Handoff. Back to the ground game, and that's going to be about a yard short. So it'll be a 3rd and under a yard. Garmin Randolph with the tackle. And right back on it. Handoff again, and this time he is stopped in the backfield. So they got to decide if they want to go for this again on 4th down. I assume they would.
I'm going to go on a limb and say they're going to go for
it. It's been Hunter. Limmer's slow to get up.
They're running with some pace on that last one.
Yeah. Well, they stopped him on 4th down before. Can they do it again? See if they get him to jump. Be careful of that.
They don't have far to go. This is sneakable.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Stetson Bennett clocking in at 5'11", about $1.85.
You can find a little crease there.
Absolutely. That's all I got to do. We certainly know he's a gamer. So Bennett under center. Oh, we got a jump.
That was the offensive line that jumped.
It's KT Leviston.
False start. Offense number 62. 5-yard penalty.
Josh Carty
4th down.
to kick the field goal. Stetson took the job away from JT, right? JT Daniels was a big 5-star recruit out of Mater Dei here in Southern California. Got out there, had an injury situation. Right, isn't that right?
That's correct.
Yeah, he left USC.
Like, we got this little walk-on here. We'll give him an opportunity. They couldn't get him off the field once that happened.
38-yarder here for Cardi. From the left hash. And that's good. Sneaks inside the left upright. So, Rams back on top by 1, 10-9. 8:58 to go in the third quarter on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era.
And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
Get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
Scoring your favorite LA Chargers gear has never been easier with 2 locations to choose from. The Equipment Room at SoFi Stadium and the Chargers team store located right there at 2144 East El Segundo Boulevard in the Chargers Commons Shopping Center. Open Thursday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Chargers team store is stocked with the latest limited edition merch drops, jerseys, headwear, sideline gear, and much more. To learn more, visit chargers.com/shop. Again, that's chargers.com/shop.
Jan from Toyota here with live coverage of end of summer fun at Toyota's National Sales Event with my special guest, Eli Manning.
Thanks, Jan. Let's get into it.
Down by the lake for some fishing, we've got Eric in his Tundra. He throws his line, and he's going long!
Heck of a team effort there. That Tundra got him exactly where he needed to be.
Next up, here's Kyle, off-roading behind the wheel of a 4Runner.
Whoa, that 4Runner's got some serious moves on the field.
There's excitement in the stadium parking lot with the Davis family tailgating in their new Sequoia.
All eyes are on Dad manning the grill. He grabs some buns from the cargo area of the Sequoia and flips. And look at that. What a way to close this one out.
Sure was, Eli. Until next time, go Toyota!
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Event ends September 2nd. Toyota, let's go places.
You're listening to LA Chargers football.
I mean, this has just been a buffet of quarterbacks.
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers Audio Network.
So 10-9, Rams on top of the Chargers. Let's quickly take 10 seconds for our stations to ID themselves on the LA Chargers Football Network.
This is the flagship of the LA Chargers Audio Network. KFI KOST HD2 Los Angeles, an iHeart radio station.
That drive by Stetson Bennett at the Rams, 10 plays, 53 yards, 6 minutes, 2 seconds. Results in that 38-yard field goal. We're about to go for it on 4th down. False start prevented that. Chargers have 1 stop on 4th down. Chargers offense fueled by 2 big catches by Keandre Lambert-Smith for 66 yards. Those 2 teams pretty even across the board. As this is going to bounce at the 15-yard line, fielded by Naheem Miller-Hines to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, lowers the shoulder, gets out to the 32-yard line. And out comes Trey Lance. He's had a heck of a preseason already. Had a nice drive that resulted in that field goal in the 2-minute drill at the end of the first half. Keandre Lambert-Smith, who left for a minute after taking a shot to the head that wasn't flagged. Kamani Vidal in the backfield. Trey Harris to the left, just outside the hash. On top of the numbers right is Keandre Lambert-Smith. It's an offset eye with Steve-O Klotz as the fullback. Lance hands to Vidal. Vidal just swallowed up by Nate Valcarcel, who came in unblocked. Gain of 1.
They like to use guys from that second level and just knife through. Able to get that run game before it gets going.
Yeah, you got Vidal at 1.6 per carry. Maureen Hampton had 2 carries for 12 yards. Rocket Sanders 1 for 10. They really have not run the ball. It's been Vidal with all these carries, and they're just not going anywhere. Gadsden goes in motion, right to left. Comes a blitz, picked up, and thrown downfield way too far.
Kind of quit on the route, though.
Yeah, it was Jalen Johnson. So a 3rd and 8.
Trey tried to give him a chance on a deep go ball.
Shannon downstairs. What do you got?
Derwin James, this is your 7th season. That's crazy, right?
Yeah, 8th season.
8th? Oh, okay. I had my math wrong. People are saying that expectations are higher than ever for your defense.
The expectations definitely high. Just the standard that we're setting, the coach is setting, Coach Mentor and all the guys setting. So it's a great defense.
What's it like today to see the other starters out there getting a little taste?
I'm actually a little jealous. I want to be out there with them, but just seeing my brothers out there, I know they feel good out there. Just getting their legs under them and being able to be back in that football flow.
Jesse Minter favors the 3 safety packages. How does this allow you to do what you do as Derwin James?
Allows me to be free, allows me to go get people, cover man, play deep, so it allows us to be multiple and do different things.
Your face just lit up when you said go get people.
Yeah, go get them. Got to go get them. It's time. Let's go.
Tell me about this spot in Houston. You have a new spot?
What you say?
You have a new spot in Houston, Restaurant Lounge?
Yeah, it's called Love, LOV3 instead of an E. It's Love. It's like a lounge. My cousin helped run it, and it's a lot of love. It's built off love, so go check it out.
All right, a little Derwin James touch there with the love in Houston. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Guys?
Thank you, Shannon. While you were talking to Derwin, Trey Harris, the rookie, made a heck of a grab on 3rd down to move the sticks.
It was a big-time throw, too. And then Trey followed that up with another escape and a 1st down run.
If I can describe that escape as it happened a minute ago, think about those Jameis Winston videos where he's jumping and moving and ducking. He kind of had to, he had to duck, he had to jump, he had to move forward, he had to shift, and was able to escape, pick up that 1st down. So now in plus territory from the Rams 46. Lance now exciting, got this offense moving. Throw again. And now he's going to step up and take off, and that's what he'll do. He'll slide down inside the 45 to the 44. Instead of a negative play, you pick up a couple.
He's a leading rusher now.
Yeah, just like that. 3 carries for 25 yards. 6.5 left in the 3rd. Chargers trail by 1, knocking on the door of Cam Dicker field goal range, although I think Harbaugh give him a shot from 60 in here.
It doesn't even sound long anymore with what we've seen in the preseason.
70, right? Cam Little. Jaquay Jackson all alone on the left. Johnson will now join him. Jalen Johnson in motion. And there's the handoff to Vidal. And again, they cannot block this thing up. There is always at least one Ram in the backfield. That time it was Desjuan Johnson. And that was not the case last week. Last week, man, they were finding creases and running the heck out of the ball.
Yeah, that was Kaltenberger on that one. Just didn't get a hand on him.
4 for 9 on 3rd down. This is another long one, 3rd and 9.
They just have one thing that I'd like to see this offense get going is a screen game of some capacity.
No doubt.
Just hadn't been there.
Vidal stays in, trips to the left. Gadsden, Harris, Johnson to the right, all alone, one-on-one. Keandre Lambert-Smith. From the shotgun, they're showing blitz. And they rush 5. Quick out. There's the catch on the slant. And he made it. Look at that. All the way down to the 37-yard line. Trey Harris.
The Trey Harris game.
That's right. He's putting it together on this drive. He did not have a catch in any of the first 2 games, and he is making some big grabs here.
In traffic, too. Working in the middle of the field. Another slant. He took a pop from 2 Ram defenders, but nice read, nice throw from Trey, and a good job being strong and tough by Trey.
Keandre Lambert-Smith again all alone left. Trey goes out to the right. And now Rocket Sanders in the backfield with a new set of downs. Tucker Fisk and Steve O'Klotz out there to block. There's the handoff to Sanders. Sanders cuts back, leaps over defender to the 30-yard line. So pick up a 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. 4.5 left in the 3rd. Chargers down 1. 9th play of the drive here. And it's just Sanders' 2nd carry of the game.
That has to be one of the few Trey-to-Trey combos we have in the NFL, I would think, huh?
Although I think probably going to get a little more popular here in 2025. Coach Harbaugh wants a timeout.
Offense.
Just 12 men, so couldn't get the timeout in time. That's what he was trying to do. And we got a Ram down on one knee.
I think they just decided to keep the timeout.
Raheem Sanders, since we're sticking around here, 3-sport athlete in high school, football, basketball, track. We mentioned his measurables, 11:31 in the 100 for Raheem Sanders.
That's a big man.
At 6 foot 230. There's a team captain at Arkansas. And here we go, right back at it. All right, so they threw everybody off the field after the penalty. 2nd and 13. Lance to throw. Taking a shot right sideline. Has Harris. Caught! What a grab by Trey Harris. All the way down to the 1-yard line. My goodness, have yourself a game, Trey.
He's making a statement. And another nice throw. Nice lofted go ball from Trey Lance.
Step for step, Charles Woods, DJ.
I mean, that was contested. That was a heck of a toe drag as well.
And they're right back on it. Lance, hands off. Sanders into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Raheem Sanders, 2nd score in as many weeks, puts the Bolts back on top.
You just see it. When Trey Lance entered into this ball game, there's a whole new life for this Chargers offense.
No doubt about it. He's got juice back there. But, man, they were getting on the ball so quick in case the Rams got another look at it if the ball didn't survive the ground. And it overshadows what an incredible catch that was. The toe drag to stay in bounds. And now they're going to go for 2.
I mean, he had a defender with his arm in between his 2 hands and still was able to pull that ball in.
So they break huddle from the 2. Lance and Vidal in the backfield. Harris one-on-one to the right. Keandre Lambert-Smith and Jalen Johnson to the left. Tucker Fisk out there. Now he shifts Vidal to his left. And looking to throw. Throws the fade. Harris, no! Just kind of bounced off the shoulder of the defender as he turned around. So it'll be a 5-point lead for the Chargers here. 15-10, 3:31 to go in the 3rd quarter on the LA Chargers Football Network.
California, it's time to reimagine not only what we recycle, but how we recycle it. Putting food scraps in your green bin and taking California Redemption Value beverage containers to a recycling site to get your cash back are just 2 of the small steps you can take today for a greener tomorrow. This is how we're reimagining recycling, California. And it all starts right here. To learn more, visit recyclingreimaginedca.com.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Chargers tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Chargers.
Let's be honest. Relationships shouldn't be this hard. It's time to say goodbye, grass, because you deserve better. Break up with your lawn and upgrade to a beautiful, low-maintenance, California-friendly garden. Go to BeWaterWise.com and start a new relationship that saves you water today. BeWaterWise.com.
Big announcement to make. I'm so pumped. I just got into the brand new fully electric Hyundai Ioniq 5. This got to be one of the coolest SUVs I've seen in my life and one of the most teched out electric vehicles ever, which is what I'm all about. Premium features like Hyundai's digital key, Bose premium audio, and of course, ultra fast charging capability. Let's go. And it looks so slick. You have no idea. Learn more about the Ioniq 5 at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
This is your home. This is your home of the Bolts on the LA Chargers Audio Network. Touchdown, Chargers!
10 plays, 69 yards, 5 minutes, 27 seconds. The key play, a 34-yard pass to Trey Harris from Trey Lance, followed by a Raheem Sanders 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bolts are up 5, 15-10. Chargers football is here. Now it's the perfect time to gear up for the season. Check out the Chargers Pro Shop, powered by Fanatics, for the best selection of Chargers merch on the web. Visit shop.chargers.com. I did earlier today. Had a little bit of a 25% sale going on.
Nice.
Yeah, I got myself a Charger Power shirt. Very excited about that. It's the return now outside the numbers to the 30. Right sideline, though, and there is a flag that'll probably bring this thing back. Shannon, what do you got down there?
Ladd McConkey and Justin Herbert spent a lot of time on this sideline chatting, guys, and you saw that chemistry at work on the first series there. Ladd McConkey was asked about being a slot receiver this week. He said, I've proven I can play inside and outside. I don't know where the whole slot stereotype comes from. You know, you forget about Ladd McConkey. You forget that he broke the franchise record for receptions and touchdowns. Took that from one Keenan Allen. About Keenan Allen in that same wide receiver room, Ladd saying, I just pick his brain. Any knowledge I can gain from Keenan is good.
No doubt. It was a heck of a rookie campaign. As you said, bested Keenan's rookie season. And both very similar. You know, Keenan didn't do much first few weeks of the season his rookie year. Injury opened that door. Same thing for Ladd. Really not a whole lot those first 5 weeks. And then, boom, came alive. Stetson Bennett stays in. Chargers up 5. They start from their own 15 after the penalty. Handoff. And ping-ponging through for a gain of 6. I think that's Schrader.
Silvera, nice job of popping off the block of the center here. Got in on that tackle.
Clock down to 3 minutes. You said it, DJ. Maybe a lot of running now.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up on this fourth quarter. Saw that with someone that Sean McVay was very close with out there in Washington. Kyle Shanahan was just running the heck out of the ball in that fourth quarter between the 49ers and Raiders. Another run, and Schrader's got the corner, and he is wrapped and dropped by Miles Purchase.
That's your guy.
That's my guy. Purchase, Moore, Hammond, Bacon. The Iowa State NIL deal. Greatest promotion in the history of the world. Gain of 4 there. If you missed it when we brought it up in the Hall of Fame game, it is worth revisiting. Tyler Moore, Tommy Hammond, Caleb Bacon, Miles Purchase, all teammates at Iowa State that the Iowa Pork Producers Association hired for their Purchase Moore Hammond Bacon promotion.
Look who that was. Marlowe
Wax.
Just dipping right underneath a block and a form chest-up tackle. That was beautiful.
Gain of 4. Under 2 minutes here in the third. Yeah. Wax, the rookie out of Syracuse. In his career, how about this? You want to talk about filling up the stat sheet. 338 tackles, 21 sacks, 44 tackles for loss, 10 forced fumbles, 4 fumble recoveries, and 2 interceptions.
That's stupid.
Right? For a 6'1", 240-pound guy. Love watching him play. It's been a fun preseason, keeping your eyes on him. It's a quick out and a first down for Britton Covey, as Bridges was responsible for him. Gain of 7.
Stetson Benton's getting his money's worth today, man.
I
Full
thought we'd
experience.
be seeing a little dresser win by now. But it is all Stetson. Tip of the cap to our friend J.B. Long, does play-by-play for the Rams, kind of let us know what the roster was going to look like and how trimmed down it was going to be. And Sean McVay has just been riding these same guys pretty much throughout the entire game. There's a roll from Bennett, sets it up, and he set it up perfectly. Nobody there to cover Brennan Presley, and he gets all the way out to the Chargers' 38-yard line before he finds the right sideline out of bounds. It's a gain of 22. A little boot out.
He had to get his head around quick. And Marlowe Wax just not fast enough to get out there. That's a tough cover.
I didn't see who that was blitzing off the corner. Just could not get there in time. Vacated the space and Bennett took advantage of it, so see if they can get this playoff before the end of the third quarter, down to 4, 3, 2, and they do, right at the zeros. Here's Stetson to throw, takes a shot to the end zone, middle of the field, caught, touchdown Rams. What a way to end the quarter. That ball nearly didn't get snapped in time. It's a 38-yard laser from Stetson Bennett. I don't know if that was Ja Taylor's guy.
I think that was Ja Taylor.
He was in the middle, and I don't know if Jalen Jones was on the outside. I saw Ja in the middle. Here we go.
I think that's Ja. He's trailing it.
Yeah.
He just got beat to the post. He's got outside leverage. They're not showing you the right replay on the big screen, but trust me.
So the Chargers and Rams trade touchdowns here in the third. A little bit more excitement after a stagnant first half that ended 9-7. Extra point is up and good. And the Rams up by 2. 17-15 here on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era.
And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
Or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
My name is Jessica Cashew, and I drive a Toyota Tacoma TRD off-road.
Toyota makes the vehicles. You make it yours.
I've done quite a bit to the truck. I started with wheels and tires. Suspension was next, and then I just redid the exhaust system, so super excited about that.
Now it's easier than ever to modify your Toyota at your local Toyota dealer. We're partnering with leading accessory brands like ARB, Fox, Rigid, Rhino, and more, so you can customize with confidence.
The truck gives me that possibility to get out there and go places that other people aren't able to go. I took it all the way up to Utah for an archery competition, so it's fun. It's a fun drive.
From lift kits to camping gear, modify your Toyota truck or SUV at your local Toyota dealer just the way you want, with warranted custom work. Or shop online at toyota.com/accessories. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, Chargers fans, a winning football team runs like a well-oiled machine. Every player doing their job, every part working together in peak condition. Your vehicle's no different. Hi, this is Tim Cates for Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where your car or truck gets the championship treatment with a 15-minute drive-through oil change. No appointment needed. Locations all over Southern California. Find yours at SoCalOilChange.com. Want your ride to perform like a winning team? Touchdown, Chargers! Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Back to more LA Chargers football.
Left sideline, 10-5. Flips into the end zone.
On the LA Chargers Audio Network.
17-15. Rams on top of the Chargers after that touchdown drive. 6 plays, 82 yards, 3 minutes, 31 seconds. Stetson Bennett now 16 of 20 for 197 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a QB rating of 141. And he is spreading it out. Brennan Presley, 3 catches for 55. Xavier Smith, 4 for 49. And you got a pair of catches each for Williams, Stoops, and Mumfield. Been impressive, and certainly love to see it. Obviously, some serious personal issues for Stetson right when he got into the league. Was able to square that all away. And playing a heck of a game here tonight. As it's past 6 o'clock. Naheem Miller-Hines going to let this one sail over his head, take a knee. Chargers will start at their own 35. And see Brennan Rice running out for the first time. Trey Lance, Kamani Vidal. I'll keep my eye on this rookie DJ out of Texas State, about to join the Pac-12. Nash Jones, number 62, was watching a little bit of film. Not that I know what I'm watching, but last week, man, he was pulling all over the place from that left guard position and opening up holes for the backs. And And he is now checked in for the first time
guard
here. There he is pulling. And
a nice block.
Right. He was doing that all game. Gain of 4. Kamani Vidal. I mean, the guy had to move seemingly on every snap. I was watching the snaps back to back, and every time this guy is pulling. Nothing says Pac-12 football like Texas State.
That's right.
An opportunity to say that as well. Break huddle on a 2nd and 6. Trey Lance, the quarterback. Vidal stays in. A lot of carries here for Vidal. He has really been the only back that's been featured. And now he's going to motion out into the flat. Lance on the slant right through the hands of Johnson.
I mean, that's right on the money. That should have been a big game.
Actually. That's Dale Levon Campbell, who's had some really good hands through these first 2. But, man, that's a big gainer that's missed.
They blitzed off the opposite side, and Trey hits that one on the dead run, and you're going to have a 20-yard gain right there.
That's a big drop there. Chargers 5 of 10 on 3rd down. This one from their own 39. Got to get out to the 45. Luke Grimm checks into the slot right side from the right hash. Lance in the shotgun. They rush 4. Lance has time. Throws middle through the hands of Brendan Rice.
He's looking for a flag, but he's got to be stronger to the ball.
Coverage by Darian Kendrick. So, Chargers a 3 and out here. Trailing by 2, 17-15. Minutes and change left in the game. Scott again, high hanging punt. And
Stoops
fielding it is Drake Stoops. 50-yard punt, no return. Pins him back at the 11-yard line. Rams up 2, 17-15 on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era.
And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
Or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check for your wallet first before hitting the drive-thru.
$6. Sorry, forgot my wallet. I have change, though. Here's 40 cents, another 40. Ooh, a bicentennial. What's that? Oh, gosh.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Want to go to college this fall? Don't let money hold you back. To be eligible for a Cal Grant and to get the most financial aid available, fill out your FAFSA or CATA by September 2nd. If you already submitted your FAFSA but only listed 4-year colleges, that's okay. Just update your application to include the community college of your choice. Keep your college dreams alive and enroll now at icangotocollege.com.
Angeles.
LA.
There goes Herbert to the end zone.
This is your home of the Bulls.
20-yard run for Justin Herbert.
On the LA Chargers Audio Network.
17-15, Rams on top of the Chargers. 14 minutes, 8 seconds left in the game. Chargers with a 3 and out there. Trey Lance not getting any help from his receivers. Dropped straight through the hands from Dale Von Campbell that would have gone for a big gain on 2nd down. And then Brendan Rice has one pop off his hands on third down as well. So it goes as a 3 and out after a nice drive starter, a run by Kamani Vidal. And break and huddle. We still got Stetson Bennett. In the backfield, Cody Schrader, the first-year player out of Mizzou. Strength of the line is to the right. And there's the handoff as he runs left, and Schrader is cleaned out by Miles Purchase. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Nice job of building the wall on the front that time, which allowed that backside penetration to get there with Purchase.
And we got Jamari Caldwell in there, Justin Aboigby. Your edges, Caleb Murphy, Tremont Morris-Brash. Linebackers, Junior Colson and Marlo Wax. They alternated. Junior got almost all those snaps in that Hall of Fame game, and then Marlo last week against the Saints, and now we see them out there together, and it's kind of been that way this whole second half. Handoff again to Schrader, and look at that.
Nice
right in
fill.
the hole, Marlo Wax.
That was a quick fill. I mean, that was his ability to diagnose that immediately, fill the hole, and a solid tackle right through the thigh pads.
A gain of just 2. It'll bring up a 3rd and 6. Willie Lampkin.
He was hurt a couple plays before that. He's been limping out there, and finally I don't think he can go anymore.
Lampkin made the highlight reels after the game last week.
He's a tough little dude.
Man.
He's a wrestler. He's 5'11".
5'11", 290 guard. And he picked a dude up. it might have been my favorite play of the week to see.
His tape was fun to watch. He did a great job at Senior Bowl, too. He's just tiny.
Yeah. I don't think we see too many sub-6-foot guards. Shannon, what do you got down there?
Ladd McConkey, led the scoring drive with that 16-yard grab. How did it feel getting back out there?
Yeah, it was good. It's always good to get out there and play some football. Put in a lot of work this offseason, so it was good to go out there, test the waters a little bit.
Put in a lot of work in this offseason. You had quite the rookie season, breaking all the records. Did Keenan tell you anything about stealing a couple of his records?
No, we haven't talked about it. But no, hopefully we break some together this year. So he's been a great addition to our room. I'm super excited to have him back.
How do you continue to line up everywhere? And it's not just that you're able to produce all season long, but it's what you do after the catch that I think is so powerful and so productive for this team.
Yeah, anytime I touch the ball, I try to score. That's my mindset, which a little bit last year was like, okay, let's protect myself a little bit more. But yeah, I just get out there and play and try to make plays when my number's called.
One of my girlfriends texted me just yesterday. She's like, so I've been hearing a lot about creatine. What have you heard? What should I do? And I'm like, funny you ask. I happen to work kind of with someone who knows all about it.
Yeah, get your creatine gummies. I've been taking them. They've been super helpful for me. So yeah, get them.
All right, yeah, you can check out his Instagram profile. Awesome. And congratulations on getting married.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, my beautiful wife, Sydney, had a great wedding this off-season. We've been together since high school, so it was good to finally tie the knot.
Well, congratulations and welcome to the season.
Thank you.
Guys?
Thank you, Shannon. I'm guessing your high school was like prime creatine era, right?
Oh,
Denver Broncos, 90s Broncos, EAS.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I can still see Shannon Sharp with that EAS hat.
I just remember I went to college and they gave us, we each got our own tub when we pulled out.
Yeah.
We don't have to pay for our creatine. This is amazing.
And then a year later, no more creatine, guys. DJ's distracted now. They got Manny getting thrown out of second. Listen, put a pin in it, all right? I ask you a question. I'm trying to make a joke. You're not even paying attention now. You're all focused on the Jumbotron, the Padre-Dodger game. Come on, compartmentalize.
Just not a good start.
It depends on who you ask.
That's fair.
I asked you, did they give you creatine all 4 years, or did they put a pause?
Oh, no. Every year, yeah.
Every
I only
year.
stayed for a year and a half, so I can't say how it went after that.
Rams 3 of 7 on third down. Schrader in the backfield, Bennett in the shotgun. Motion man is Presley. Looking to his right, throwing to his right, and Britton Covey not able to bring it in, so a 3 and out as Jamari Caldwell got into the backfield there.
Boy, this game's had a little bit of a halt here.
It is. Let's see if we can get a nice 7-minute drive here. That one was a minute 10, 12:54. Chargers was 50 seconds. And now we got Luke Grimm ready to return this punt. Grimm out of Kansas, undrafted free agent. He's got his heels on the 35. And this is a end-over-end kick, pushing him to the right sideline, returnable, fielded at the 35. He's going to reverse field to the 35, trying to hit the corner. He's got it. 35, 40, 45, left sideline, 50, 40 to the middle of the field. Luke Grimm, 20, 10, touchdown Chargers. No flags. Luke Grimm, undrafted free agent out of Kansas with a house call.
He went to the wide part of the field, and then it was just a race. And a nice job of not picking up a penalty by Mickens. He could have had a block in the back. He pulled off. That's great awareness on his part, and Grimm takes it the distance. The sideline just exploded once he got in the open field.
Someone who's been dealing with injuries all camp long. Oh, there's a little bit of a hold. A handful of jersey there.
They show that stuff on the screens. Yeah. They don't do that on Charger games.
Well, I don't know if they do that in the regular season. NFL, I'm sure, would have something to say about that. Putting it on the officials. Extra point is good. And then we'll take it. 22-17 on the Luke Grimm 66-yard punt return touchdown on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Let's be honest. Relationships shouldn't be this hard. It's time to say goodbye, grass, because you deserve better. Break up with your lawn and upgrade to a beautiful, low-maintenance, California-friendly garden. Go to BeWaterWise.com and start a new relationship that saves you water today. BeWaterWise.com.
If you owe the IRS or state, if you've received a levy or garnishment notice, the worst thing you can do is ignore it. The problem isn't going away, and the longer you put it off, the more penalties and interest keep piling up. So what should you do? Call a company that can help. The experts at Rush Tax Resolution know how to fight the IRS and win. Rush Tax is A+ rated with the BBB, and they've helped thousands of people put an end to their tax problems for good. And if you're a business owner and owe payroll taxes, did you know the IRS can shut you down and come after you personally? Rush Tax helps business owners stay in business. They've even been able to stop levies and garnishments the same day. Call 800-485-3021 now, and Rush Tax will tell you upfront and for free if they can help. And they only take cases they know they can help. 800-485-3021. 800-485-3021. 800-485-3021. Or rushtaxresolution.com.
I'm so excited driving around my brand new car. What's going on, you guys? It is Stryker, the 2025 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid, which I absolutely love. When you're cruising around in a Hyundai hybrid vehicle, this means you're getting great fuel efficiency without the lifestyle change. You don't have to stop to charge ever, and of course, less frequent trips to the gas station. It's the 2025 Tucson Hybrid, top-notch safety features, advanced tech, eye-catching design. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
Aren't you doing this? That's what tonight's about!
Back to more LA Chargers football.
Run! Run!
On the LA Chargers Audio Network.
House call for Luke Grimm. Puts the Chargers on top 22-17. Charger fan of the year. Do you turn Chargers game day into something legendary? How about rallying your crew and embarking on an unforgettable adventure to Super Bowl 60 through the NFL Fan of the Year contest? Enter to win at NFL.com/Fan of the Year. I certainly know a handful of folks I've seen out of training camp that would qualify for that. Short kick by Dicker. Fielded at the 10 to the 20. Now out to the 30. Left sideline. 35. Still inbounds past the 40. Flag comes in late, right side of the field. It's a 30-yard return as it stands right now. Mario Williams with the return. Let's see what the call is from Bill Vinovich here. And I'm sure after the Luke Grimm return, when a handful of jersey was pulled, this is going to be incredibly popular.
Tripping. Receiving team number 59. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Still, I'm surprised they let them do that on the board.
There's got to be a check on that. Referees would be livid.
Like I said, if that happens in the regular season, imagine being at a baseball game and they show on the screen the ball strikes. Yeah. You know, like you can't do that.
And they've done it quite a bit, too. Like almost every play where they feel they've been wronged. And look, there's issues on every play. It's moving at breakneck speed. It's hard to see everything. But it's something they've done all game. It's kind of wild. I've never seen it before. Schrader in the backfield, Bennett under center. Takes the handoff, rolls to his left. Has time. Here comes Randolph in pursuit, and Stetson will just step out of bounds at the 20 after a gain of 5. 12:20 to go in the game. Chargers up 22-17.
There's been a lot of offense and a lot of excitement. You get kick return as well. There's some penalties and a little bit of sloppiness, but we've seen some big plays.
Luke Grimm from one of the better towns in America. Peculiar, Missouri.
That's a good town.
How about that? Hand off to Schrader, trying to pick up that first down, but he stopped about 2 short. It'll be a 3rd and 2 from the 18, or from the 23, pardon me. Miles Purchase with the tackle.
I don't think Willie Lampkin made his way back out here for the Rams.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. Bridges leading the Chargers in tackles. How about this? Alohi Gilman on a single drive, 2nd in tackles with 5.
Jeez.
You had mentioned he got
a little chippy, too.
Yeah. Who was he getting it into?
Xavier Smith.
That's right, Xavier Smith. Break huddle on this 3rd and 2. They're just 3 of 8 on 3rd down. Strength of the line is left. And rolling to his right, waiting for him was Wax. Gets it into the hands of his tight end, who picks up the first down. Mickens there to make the tackle, but Redmond leans forward and gets the extra yard to move the sticks out to the 26.
That was a heck of a catch by Redmond. He stuck that paw out there. Hauled it in with one hand.
Wax was in the backfield.
Position.
Sorry, DJ. Wax jumped into the backfield, put that pursuit on, but a nice touch pass from Bennett, eluding the rush. Clock continues to run. Under 11 minutes left in the game.
They moved 61.
Sure. Yeah. A.J.R. Curry.
Full start. Offense number 61. 5-yard penalty. Still first.
Let's go downstairs to Shannon Farron. Shannon.
I feel like at this stage in the preseason, you want fun facts about Peculiar, Missouri.
You're right.
Luke Grimm's hometown. How did it get its name? It's a peculiar name, is it not?
It is, Shannon. What do we got?
Well, Matt, the town's first postmaster, Edgar Thompson, was frustrated with having all of his name choices rejected for the town. And in a letter to the Postmaster General, he wrote that he didn't care what name was chosen as long as it was sort of peculiar. And the Postmaster General, in tongue-in-cheek response, chose Peculiar, Missouri.
Fantastic, Shannon. Best thing we've had on the broadcast all day. Love it.
It's hard to beat that.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm not even going to try. I'm going to move on to that was a 2-yard carry. There's a period at the end of that.
If Jay Cutler was playing, we could get into Santa Claus, Indiana.
Right.
I mean, Shannon could do some digging on that one.
Well, it's because that's where Santa Claus was born.
Oh, of course.
You don't have to do any digging. Bennett, shotgun snap, looking to the left, throwing to the left, and wide open.
Better touch him.
Edwards.
He didn't tackle him.
Sure didn't. So Purchase cleans it up. First down all the way out to the 41-yard line. That was on a 2nd and 13. Defense just kind of fell asleep.
Well, that was a corner out. Look how early Stetson Bennett threw this ball. I mean, he threw it before he got out of his break. That was a nice throw, but you better tackle him. You see that in preseason every single year. Some young guys don't remember
because
that.
Because of college, yeah. You're talking about a rookie in Miles Purchase there. So new set of downs. Bennett on the move. Now 330 yards of offense for the Rams in this one with about a quarter to go. Hand off to Schrader. And that's an ankle tackle by Miles Purchase. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8. This is kind of that working the clock drive we were looking for, DJ.
Yeah, I'll take it. Holding to a field goal after a long, prolonged drive here is fine by me.
And we got Hinton, Tory Edwards, Murphy, Morris Brash out there on the line. Wax at the linebacker level. Looks like he is next to Kanai Mauga. He's played some good football here in the preseason. Schrader trying to extend the edge, and he is dragged out of bounds. His helmet comes off. I was going to say, I saw him grab the face mask well before they got out of bounds, and that's Ja Taylor.
And not been a great game for Ja.
No, I mean, that's just a bad face mask. He had his face mask on the numbers and dragged him from the numbers to the left sideline.
Personal foul, face mask. Defense number 37. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic first
There it
down.
is. See, on the numbers. Yep. Spins the head, carries him, has it the whole way.
Yeah, never, and then rips the helmet
pulls
off.
the chin strap. That is a frustration play. I don't know. He's coming off that touchdown he gave up.
Ball being spotted in Charger territory on the 35.
So the 15-yard penalty puts him on the 35. Six penalties now for 35 yards. He had 20 yards of penalties prior to that one. That was it. Bennett from the right hash in the shotgun to throw. And it's a quick out and a quick tackle. Way to close Triquest Bridges after a gain of 3 to Covey.
They've run a variation of that route about 10 times in this game, where you just get a little spot route and then you get a little flat route coming right off of it, and it's a quick read from Stetson Bennett. He's done a nice job of that. That time the Chargers a little better position.
8 minutes left in the game. 2nd and 6 from the 31. 9th play of the drive. Chargers up 5, 22-17. Bennett hands to Schrader. Schrader inside run, and he's going to pick up nearly the first down on a 2nd and 6. He'll be just short.
He's kind of a burrow runner. He just kind of burrows his head underneath.
We'll call it 3rd and 1, but it looks like less than 1. They're right back on it. Here's Bennett. Handoff to Schrader again, and he is hit, but I think he's going to pick it up. He needed the 35, and he got there. Waiting for him to signal, though. And they're going to say first down.
That's good for him.
Seeing a lot of hands on hips for the Chargers right now. This front's getting a little tired.
And you got Nesta Jade Silvera out there. So he came in. Hinton's still out there. Again, it's Morris, Brash, and Murphy who've been pretty much playing the edges every snap for about 2.5 quarters now. Bennett to throw. Rolling to his right. Throwing to his right. Oh, that should have been picked by Mickens.
That's the second
dropped interception. You got it right, DJ. Exactly. And man, he could have been flying down the left sideline had he grabbed that thing.
He baited him on the throw, kind of laying back, and as soon as the ball is thrown, he undercuts it, and it looked like it hit him in the chest.
Yeah, I think it went right through his hands and bounced off his numbers.
Yeah, he would have run a long way.
Yeah. Really the only blemish on Mickens preseason. He's got 2 of those opportunities, not able to secure either. So 2nd and 10 from the Charger 25. Now empty for Bennett. Looking right, throwing right. That one's intercepted. How about this? The big man. Right sideline, Tory Edwards. I should say left sideline. That's a 29-yard return.
He's going to run it all the way to
a rookie out of Illinois. Oh, T-Raw.
Oh, he ran it all the way to the end zone afterwards.
6'2", 305 pounds, and a 29-yard interception return. You love it. Hold on to that ball, T-Raw. Everybody coming out onto the field to meet him, greet him. Look at that.
That's fantastic.
Tier Tart, one of the first guys out there. Love it. So Chargers will take over on the interception here, leading by 5 on the LA Charger Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcasts have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era. And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
Or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
Like our championship-winning boys in blue, your Southern California Chevy dealers have star talent at every position. Leading off, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Southern California, Chevy Silverado, with 9 unique trims to choose from, including ZR2, designed for maximum off-road performance and capability. With features like an off-road cut front bumper and 2-inch factory lift, no roads are no problem. Looking for a bold and sporty high-performance pickup? That's RST. From its aggressive style to its responsive feel, it's an energizing presence that really stands out. And for the ultimate combination of luxury and capability, there's High Country, offering premium leather seating and a 5.3-liter V8 engine, so you're both comfortable and in command. Stop by and drive one home today, or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility new retail registrations using large pickup segmentation. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details.
The NFL is back. Watch the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers live from Sao Paulo, Friday, September 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, only on YouTube, featuring a halftime performance by Karol G. Watch it all live and totally free from the comfort of your living room, which if you turn the volume up just right, will make it feel like you're right on the 50-yard line. Tune in Friday, September 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and kick off the NFL season, only on YouTube. Certain local broadcasts available.
You're listening to LA Chargers football.
The start of something special right here, man. Let's go. All season long.
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Well, how about Tory Edwards? 6 foot, 305 pounds with the interception and a 29-yard return. Looking down on the sideline, I think we got a bar method class breaking out down there. Maybe T-Raw was part of that, showing that flexibility. The Rams with 12 plays, 60 yards in 6 minutes and no points because of the turnover. Remember, they had a 14-play, 79-yard drive in the first half with no points after they were stoned on the goal line on a 4th and goal. Trey Lance back out there. Rocket Sanders to his left in the shotgun. From the left hash, handoff to Rocket Sanders. And Raheem trying to find somewhere to go. And there is nothing doing. He's going to lose a yard. They'll call it no gain.
That was an opportunity for Trey Lance to pull the ball. If he pulls it, he might be able to run for a little bit, but a tough one for Sanders. As soon as you get the ball, you got 2 guys right in your lap.
Yeah. Six minutes and counting. Chargers up 5. Can they get to at least 8 here? Because I'd love some overtime in this preseason game. I don't think there's overtime in the preseason.
There's not.
Exactly. There's Luke Grimm again. He had a 66-yard return. That one, a 6-yard catch to the Ram 45. It'll bring up a 3rd and 4. Grimm at Kansas, 2,472 yards and 23 touchdowns. Played 53 games there.
I know it's preseason money, but, man, Trey Lance, just to see the confidence he's playing with right now.
He's a different guy, man. Now, you think about that game he had for the Cowboys against the Chargers, and he had all those rushing yards, but he threw 5 picks. He's been able to take care of the football. Hand off to Sanders, and this time he keeps it, breaks a tackle, but nowhere to go. Dropped after a gain of maybe a half yard. So it'll bring up 4th down, see if they want to bring out J.K. Scott or go for it. Looks like they're going to go for it. Nope. They're going to punt it.
I think they saw the opportunity that Trey had on the last zone read. It's like, let's call it. Hey, got in his headset and said, hey, if it's there, pull it. At that time, there's nothing doing.
J.K. will punt it away to Drake Stoops.
What's your thoughts on fakes in the preseason? There have been some teams that have done it over the years. I always crack up laughing.
Yeah.
I'm just like, gosh, it's that good. Save that thing for the regular season,
Exactly.
man.
Oh, man, they almost had 12 men on the field there. That would have given them a first down. They just could not get it snapped in time.
They're still confused.
Yeah, they are totally confused on special teams. Chargers just taking this thing all the way down to 0. J.K. launches a side spinning punt that bounces out of bounds at the 12. That was nice. J.K., we see him doing that in training camp. Kicks it off the side of the football, and it just ricochets out of bounds at the 12. A 33-yard punt, no return. Chargers up 22-17 on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era. And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
Or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
Get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
The 2025 Ford F-150, California's best-selling truck brand.
Now is the time to get into that Ford you've been eyeing with Ford's summer sales event. Go see your local Southern California Ford dealers and get the hottest deals with 0 payments for up to 90 days on select Ford vehicles.
From the F-150 or F-150 electric to the Mustang Mach-E, whatever model you've been looking at is ready for you.
Plus, get a complimentary maintenance plan for 24 months. Go to buyfordnow.com for details.
Avner Gatt, that's the guy you have to call if you're ever in a disaster type of situation. You know recovery's hard enough. Fighting your home insurance company should not be part of it. For over 20 years, Avner Gatt has helped Southern California homeowners navigate complex claims. Call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256. That's 818-917-5256. You'll speak directly to Avner Gatt or a member of his family. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game. Visit avnergatt.com today.
Snap into game mode, Bolts fans. Open a free checking account with Rise Credit Union. Deposit some cash and score 2 free Chargers tickets. No monthly fee, full digital control. Banking built to win. Ready to claim your seats? Hit risecu.com/Chargers right now and make the winning play. Realize your potential with the official credit union of the Los Angeles Chargers. It's time to rise beyond banking. Terms and conditions apply. Visit risecu.com/Chargers. Federally insured by NCUA.
Listening to LA Chargers football.
I mean, this has just been a buffet of quarterbacks.
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers Audio Network.
That's back-to-back 3-and-outs for the Chargers offense, but you sprinkle in a 66-yard punt return from Luke Grimm, and you got yourself a 22-17 lead. Good to see Tory Holt here. Should be in the Hall of Fame. Bennett in the shotgun, Schrader to his left. Low snap, hands to Schrader. Schrader looking for a hole, and he found it. Miles Purchase able to drag him down, but not before he picks up 9 yards. 4 minutes left in this game.
I'd like to see Randolph get involved and make a play here. He popped a little bit last week. Had a chance to really get going tonight.
6'8", 260. It's like Dalcim out there.
He is long.
Yeah. He's out there next to Hinton. Jade Silvera, the other tackle.
They are not in a hurry.
And Guidry, your other end. Just kind of get out of here. Let's churn some clock, pick up a first down, and see if you can win it. Right around zeros. Here's Bennett, has all day, throws out. Side the numbers, left side, and there's Schrader. Nobody accounted for him, and he got all the way left sideline out of bounds. Will stop the clock at the 39 for a gain of 18. Just kind of snuck out of the backfield there, and there was no one to cover him.
There's just nobody there. So, that was Johnson.
Yeah, Heeman Johnson had to come back and get him.
Copyright of this broadcast is owned by the National Football League and the LA Chargers. All rights are reserved. Any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written permission of the NFL is prohibited.
2 tight ends to the right. Bennett under center. Sets Presley in motion. Hands to Schrader, and Schrader is wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage by Guidry. He'll end up falling forward for a gain of, we'll call it 2. It'll be a 1, 2nd and 9.
Williamson was back there as well. Edwards is back in the game, Money. I think he's caught his breath now.
He caught his breath.
Yeah.
Our 300-pound nose tackle.
Oh, it's tough to match that. I mean, where do you go?
29-yard return.
How do you top that with 2:50 to go?
Well, maybe a scoop and score. Presley in motion again. Bennett looking left now. Works his progression, goes underneath, and Wax able to slow him down, but Schrader escapes and dives forward for a gain of 5. They could take this to the 2-minute warning if they want to. Ball is on the Ram 45. They've got all 3 timeouts. Chargers have all 3 as well. I I'd say beat the clock. Last time they did it, they scored a touchdown at the end of the third quarter. They break huddle, 2 receivers left, 2 right. Schrader in the backfield. Bennett takes the shotgun snap, throws left sideline, and what a grab!
Oh, he didn't.
Brennan Presley, he didn't catch it.
Nope.
Didn't survive the ground.
Nope. That was a great throw.
Well, that brings us to the 2-minute warning. 1:56 left in the game, and it'll be a 4th and 4 decision time here for Sean McVay when we return. Chargers up 22-17. They do have all 3 timeouts on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Car accident? Dog bite? Slip and fall? Wilshire Law Firm is here to fight for the justice and compensation you deserve. We are the official personal injury law partner of the Los Angeles Chargers, and we've recovered more top personal injury settlements than any other law firm in California. Over $2 billion recovered. No fees unless you win your case. Bolt up and get our powerhouse team on your side. Call 800-800-3333 for our free consultation. Again, that's 1-800-800-3333.
The NFL is back. Watch the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers live from Sao Paulo, Friday, September 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, only on YouTube, featuring a halftime performance by Karol G. Watch it all live and totally free from the comfort of your living room, which if you turn the volume up just right, will make it feel like you're right on the 50-yard line. Tune in Friday, September 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and kick off the NFL season, only on YouTube. Certain local broadcasts available.
Jan from Toyota here with live coverage of end of summer fun at Toyota's National Sales Event with my special guest, Eli Manning.
Thanks, Jan. Let's get into it.
Down by the lake for some fishing, we've got Eric in his Tundra. He throws his line, and he's going long!
Heck of a team effort there. That Tundra got him exactly where he needed to be.
Next up, here's Kyle, off-roading behind the wheel of a 4Runner.
Whoa, that 4Runner's got some serious moves on the field.
There's excitement in the stadium parking lot with the Davis family tailgating in their new Sequoia.
All eyes are on Dad manning the grill. He grabs some buns from the cargo area of the Sequoia and flips. And look at that. What a way to close this one out.
Sure was, Eli. Until next time, go Toyota!
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Event ends September 2nd. Toyota, let's go places.
30, 20, 10, touchdown Chargers! This is your home of the Bolts on the LA Chargers Audio Network.
So it'll be a 4th and 4, offense on the field. 1:56 to go. Rams still have all 3 timeouts, so do the Bolts. As they lead 22-17, the Chargers do. Took the lead on a Luke Grimm 66-yard punt return. Trey Lance in the game, 6 of 12 for 112 yards. He is their leading rusher, 4 for 25. Raheem Sanders with the offense's only touchdown. A 1-yard run after a beautiful catch by Trey Harris on the right sideline on a go ball. Great game for Trey, by the way. Leads all receivers, 8 targets, 6 receptions, 85 yards, including that 34-yarder that set up the touchdown.
Yeah, this was his coming out party today.
I had not had a catch in the previous 2 preseason games, and it had really been peaks and valleys in training camp for Trey. Would have an exceptional practice followed by one where just kind of got stuck with the drops a little bit. So great to see him after not having anything going for him. Well, heck, nobody had anything going for him in the Saints game on the passing side of things. So here we go on a 4th and 4. They got 2 receivers right, 1 left. Schrader in the backfield, Bennett in the shotgun. Bennett looking to the right and has an opportunity, and I think he threw way short.
Yeah, he's definitely
he needed to get to the 49-yard line. He threw that thing to the 47, so it'll be a turnover on downs.
That was bizarre.
Ja Taylor there on coverage.
It's Covey.
Let's quickly take 10 seconds for our stations to ID themselves on the LA Chargers Football Network.
This is the flagship of the LA Chargers Audio Network. KFI KOST HD2 Los Angeles, an iHeart station.
Bennett's had a good game today, and that was just a real head scratcher. I don't know if he forgot it was 4th down or...
That was bizarre.
He wasn't under pressure and just threw that thing 3 yards short of the sticks on 4th and 4. So, handoff here to Sanders.
Oh,
and he is hammered in the backfield by Josh Piercy, the undrafted free agent out of Rice, a deep leader.
They have had some free run-throughs off the edges today. Yeah, that was just an Olay block, unfortunately. That was Yasmin, just ducked his head and whiffed.
And so the Rams take their first of 3 timeouts. 1:44 left in the game and a 2nd and 12. See how Greg Roman opts to play this one. Talking to Greg in the pregame show, Coach Roman, and talking about how he just wants it all vanilla. Let his players prove they can win instead of trying to steam something up. It's kind of what we saw, you know. DeAndre Lambert-Smith winning, Trey Harris winning, you know, slants, go balls.
I was excited with Trey Harris getting a chance to see him do multiple things. It wasn't just him, you know, kind of working in the middle of the field. You got to see him go vertical outside the numbers. He showed off kind of the whole skill set.
Made him a 2nd-round pick. Thought Ole Miss was leading the nation in everything before he got hurt. Catches, touchdowns, yards, shotgun snap, and here's Trey to throw. And that ball's tipped at the line of scrimmage and incomplete.
That's
was intended for Brennan Rice.
Last thing you want in a real game here.
Now you got a 3rd and 13, and you've taken 10 seconds off the clock.
Screen or draw, Money? What do you prefer?
I do. I'm going to do a go ball.
Okay, it's preseason.
I'm going to do a go ball. It's preseason. Let's let it rip. Can we get T-Rod Edwards out there? Put him at the X. Try to get on. He'll get off press. We got Luke Grimm, Brennan Rice, and Dale Von Campbell. And here's Lance with the go ball. Here we go. It's Dale Von, and he had no idea where it was. He lost it. It was a beautiful throw to his outside shoulder. The exact same spot that DJ Uyunglele put it last week for Campbell. Oh, that should have been a completion.
I don't know how he didn't see it. He's looking back. He doesn't realize the ball's already gone.
Oh, he had it. Had the leverage on Lampkin and everything. So JK to punt it away. Stoops inside the 10. Let's run the fake here. How about me calling the go ball on that?
That was a great call.
Big win for the idiot in the booth. And I think I can get this. Fair catch for me.
Yikes.
This JK with a Drew Kaiser-like shank. Outside the, I don't even know where they're going to mark this thing.
Yeah, their guess is as good as ours.
Right? That thing, I mean, imagine hitting the hosel of your golf,
golf
club and just having a ball go 45 degrees to your left or right. That is what that was for JK.
That's a great description. That's exactly what that was.
And I don't know who Swole Patrol in the khakis is down here with the yellow armband, but he almost took it off the chest. He had no idea it was coming for him. A 25-yard punt. Here we go. Stetson Bennett going to try to win the game with 88 seconds and 2 timeouts left. To throw, has time, middle of the field, wide open, and Bridges makes the tackle. Did not have the coverage all the way out to the 40-yard line. Gain of 15 for the tight end, Mark Redmond. Right back on it. 75 seconds left.
What's their timeout situation? They got 2.
Bennett to throw, looking left, throws into the flat, and stops the clock. Minimal gain. Ja Taylor with the tackle on Brennan Presley. Gain of just 1, but clock stops at 1 minute, 4 seconds.
Somebody's got to win. There just hasn't been much pass rush today.
Yeah, you think about last week, all those pressures, 5 sacks. Haven't had any of that today. Bennett again into the flat and caught again by Presley. That one goes for 7, so a 3rd and 2, clock running, still keeping their timeouts. They're down 5, they need a touchdown.
They could run it and hit a timeout if they wanted.
And there's the snap. Bennett nowhere to go, just throws it at the feet to stop the clock of True Edwards, so it'll be a 4th and 2.
That was incomplete, yeah. Skipped it.
37 seconds left. Chargers have turned him over on downs twice already.
Well, I want to hear you just say this could be the game with the intensity as if this is we're in Brazil.
41 seconds, yes. With 2 timeouts, this could be the game. Here we go. And by the way, let's make it the game.
That's funny.
Let's get out of here. Hope Q is okay. Injured in the first series. Here we go. A 4th and 2. Bennett in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Motion man is Presley. That's where he's looking. And over the middle of the field. Caught. First down. Out to the Charger 48-yard line, and they'll bang their first of 2 timeouts here with 34 seconds to go. A gain of 5 goes to True Edwards.
There was some traffic. That was a heck of a catch by Edwards. That got on.
Got him quick.
He did not see it until the last second. He threw his hands up in the air and caught it.
Purchase made the tackle. So they got 34 seconds and 1 timeout to go 48 yards.
In this game, we've had the punt return for a touchdown. We've had a big guy interception and a return. We've had some explosive plays down the field. We've had some nice runs from the quarterbacks. My favorite moment of the entire day, we'll take the ball.
Right?
Justin Herbert
on the coin flip.
Justin Herbert's Larry David impression on the at the coin toss.
Well, I would say due to my nerdity, if you want to use that, I'm going to go with Shannon's update on Peculiar Missouri.
Oh, that was well done.
Far and away my favorite moment of the game here. Here we go. On a first down with 1 timeout left from the Charger 48. Bennett and Schrader in the backfield. Bennett takes the shotgun snap. Looking to the middle of the field. Now, right. Throws right. Pass caught. And incomplete. And there are no flags. And that was a heck of a shot by Triquez Bridges on Britton Covey. And the officials are consistent.
They're not calling it. He got sandwiched.
And there was contact made with the helmet by the arm of Mickens. Usually that gets a flag.
He almost ripped his helmet off.
Yeah. So a 2nd and 10, 28 seconds and 1 timeout from the Charger 48. Chargers up 5. Bennett, shotgun snap, looking middle of the field. Now looking left, throwing left, and tipped up in the air, incomplete. Nico Reed with the coverage on Brennan Presley. A 3rd and 10. 5 of 12 on 3rd down conversions. Obviously, it doesn't matter. It's 4-down territory.
This defensive front is gassed.
Yeah. They've been gassed for the last quarter. Down to 15 on the play clock, still in the huddle. And they break with 10 on the clock. 24 in the game. Bennett in the shotgun. Down to 5, 3. Snaps it at 1. And pressure coming, hit as he throws. Ball is out. Picked up by the Chargers. And downed at the 48-yard line. Pressure there from Tremont Morris Brash. And if they call that, they do call it a fumble. He got him before his arm was going forward. And you know what? That was a long time coming, DJ.
We were waiting for some pressure, and that was the win. It was a little speed and power combination, shortening that corner. And I think he did pop that ball out.
Before, yeah, it was...
See the replay.
His arm's going forward, I think, DJ.
It's
his
close.
Arm is, let's
it
see.
is very close. The hand's empty.
Yeah.
That's not super clear cut.
That'll be a close one. They're going to look at it in New York. Or I think in the preseason it's Hoboken. Let's see what Bill Vinovich has to say here. Nope, they're going to keep the offense on the field. So it'll be 4th and 10.
After replay review, the ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. 4th down.
All right, do it
17
again.
seconds and 1 timeout. They need a touchdown.
Don't let the ball go over your head. That's rule number 1 here.
Oh, I feel bad bringing him up, and he's catching strays. What was our guy's name out of UCLA that played for the Broncos? Raheem?
Oh, Moore?
Moore.
Yep. Joe Flacco. Is that Jacoby Jones?
Yep. I have never seen a high-end athlete with more of a duck walk in my life than Raheem Moore. I mean, his feet were almost like parallel to his shoulders. It was incredible. One of the great Bruins, too.
He was a really good player.
Yeah. All right, 4th and 10, 20 seconds on the clock, as it was not ruled a fumble. Trips left, And Chargers want a timeout. Well, I'm glad I brought my tent and cot. I'm going to spend the night here at SoFi.
Yeah, no kidding, huh? Yeah, whatever the fans paid to get in here, they got their money's worth.
They're getting their money's worth, no doubt.
A lot of football.
They'll say, I do get a little excited about my exit from SoFi. Opportunity to make an illegal left turn and knock over some cones.
Yeah, it definitely is a war with the cones.
Yeah, just for whatever reason brightens my day.
I don't condone that behavior.
Yeah, but
I may or may not follow you after you've wiped them all out.
My sense of entitlement is incredible. And after I did it once, I won't say it.
Yeah, it's just a criminal.
I had an authority looking right at me and just smiled as I cruised through. I was like, okay, I guess that's what you're doing. Here we go. 4th and 10. Bennett in the shotgun. Trips left. Presley to the right. Looking left, now looking middle of the field. Pressure comes. Bennett escapes. Throws downfield and popped up in the air and caught. What a grab. What a grab by Presley for 40 yards in the middle of 3 Chargers.
They just hit the timeout, too.
And they had the one timeout left.
That was literally a Hail Mary.
It was. 7 seconds left. Stetson Bennett showing incredible poise in the pocket. And there's our man, Kendall Williamson, Triquez Bridges.
Hey, he caught that thing,
absolutely.
Man.
His helmet came off. Brennan Presley, the rookie out of Oklahoma State, the undrafted free agent, with a heck of a grab.
I get it, because you got guys trying to make a team and make a name for themselves. They're trying to pick that ball off. You got to swing at that thing and swipe the ball down.
It's a 4th down. Well, like you said, DJ, game's been entertaining. And now with 11 seconds on the clock for the timeout, they'll get 2 shots.
At least.
We got a sack, fumble overturned, a 4th and 10, 40 yards downfield into triple coverage. See if the Rams can finish this thing off, or if the Chargers can remain perfect here in the preseason. Ball is at the 8, right hash, far side of SoFi from where we sit. And we got our man Tory Edwards, Chris Hinton, Tremont Morris-Brash, Caleb Murphy on the line. Williamson and the rookie Mickens, your safeties. Bridges, Purchase, your corners. Here we go, 11 seconds. Stetson Bennett in the shotgun. Takes the snap, no timeouts left. To the end zone, caught, touchdown. With 5 seconds left, Stetson Bennett puts an exclamation point on the drive. And the Rams go up 1.
Hey, tip your cap to Stetson Bennett.
Absolutely. His 3rd touchdown toss, DJ.
Yeah, that was just a slant.
True Edwards.
Just a little hesitation, a little in cut. Reed was a little bit late to react to it.
He was open.
That was a fun game.
Absolutely. It's a long game. Folks on the East Coast not happy that 60 minutes is starting on time, and they're going to go for 2, make it a field goal game. Bennett, 28 of 40, 324 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick. Great game for him. Play the whole game.
And some teaching moments for the Chargers, too. On that Hail Mary throw, he just got to knock that ball down.
I would like to point out, there's an opportunity here. Interception return to win the game by 1.
Oh, there you go. That's an ultimate called shot if you pull that one
right
off.
And break huddle. Bunch formation right. Mario Williams left. Schrader in the backfield. And it's a handoff to Schrader, and he is stoned. So the Chargers will be able to win it.
One thing you don't want to do is kick this ball out of bounds.
Exactly right. So I was just thinking.
You have time for one quick completion and then kick it if they did that. That's the only thing you can't do if you're the Rams.
Well, or kick it short of the 20.
Oh, you got to get in the landing zone.
You got to get it in the landing zone, or else it starts at the 40 as well. You get that thing to the 50 and give Cam Dicker a shot from 65, 70.
Yeah, if I were them, I would kick it out of the back of the end zone and give it to him at the 35.
35, yeah. You really can't do much with 5 seconds.
But you can bring in DJU to see how far he can throw that thing.
There is that. So 23-22 Rams. Sanders and Miller-Hines back to return. Ethan Evans to kick it away. And that is exactly what he does, DJ. So Miller-Hines probably going to return this. Yep, he's going to bring it out from 5 yards deep. Miller-Hines trying to get the corner, nowhere to go, and that's going to do it. Oh, no, they're leaving 1 second on the clock.
Wow.
Come on, clock operator. You can't help us out here?
Well, I don't like this because I don't want anybody get hurt with 1 second left.
Yeah.
80 yards from the end zone.
Trey Lance coming out.
I just wish somebody from New York would go. That's the end of the game.
Yeah. That was a heck of a drive by Stetson Bennett. Chargers finished the game on offense with 3 3-and-outs. Had a punt return mixed in there. That's what gave them the lead.
They couldn't kill any clock on that last drive either.
No. Those 2 incomplete passes. So here's Trey Lance under duress, and like you said, he flips it out to Sanders. Sanders breaks a tackle and goes to the ground. That'll do it. Rams win 23-22. Chargers will face the 49ers up in San Francisco to conclude the preseason and then get ready for a trip to Sao Paulo, Brazil for a September 5th contest against the Chiefs on a Friday night. Final drive for the Rams, 10 plays, 75 yards, 1 minute, 23 seconds. And let's go downstairs to Shannon Farron.
Luke Grimm, 66-yard punt return. Walk me through it. You catch the ball. You're trying to get to the outside. You do.
Yeah, punt return team blocked it up well. Called left